Hit the
You know, it's funny because Matt's not here with us tonight. Nobody could decide who wanted to hit the button and start this shindig. But alas, we have begun.
I thought about hitting that bunny. I thought about it, man.
Hitting the bunny or the button?
A little bit of both.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, just getting after it, man.
You know what's great? Do you play Fortnite? You don't play Fortnite. You play
I
like
don't.
COD and shit like that? Or you
No, I don't play that either.
No, for real?
Ah, yeah.
Not a video game guy?
Yeah, but predominantly sports video games, like a Mario Party or like a Red Dead Redemption type of a thing. But yeah, those multiplayer giant. We played Call of Duty one time online. Me and my buddy will play it like locally with just me and him. We played it online once and just got housed. I think that's what the kids say, right? Get housed.
Housed or what do they call them? You got sweated.
I've never heard that before, but yeah, definitely.
Well, they call the really good players sweats, and they say like, "Oh, look at this guy getting sweaty." Like that's the new thing.
I get meat sweats.
So like when you come up on a squad and like they're really good and they just slaughter you, like yeah, you just got killed by a bunch of sweats.
Oh,
so
gotcha. Yeah,
that's kind of how it is.
Dropped in that map, and for a long time we were just dropping and throwing like grenades or whatever any chuckables just to maybe get one or two in before we got off. So
fire works well. I find myself with a couple of jars of fireflies, maybe some grenades, like that usually will do the trick.
Yeah, but what I mean, I don't play Fortnite, Tony. But were you about to tell me something awesome about Fortnite? Is that where you're going?
Yes, because there's a character. She is from the original iteration of Fortnite. Like Fortnite that everybody knows and loves is called Battle Royale. Naturally.
Yeah. Okay.
The original version of the game, which is a one-player or sometimes multiplayer mission, is called Save the World. And one of the main characters in Save the World is a, as the kids say, thick girl named Penny.
Does she sweat?
Oh, she's very sweaty, bro. People sweat her. Like she's like a sweat magnet. She's like a handkerchief, kind of, I guess.
Thick, sweaty Penny.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, she had one alternate outfit, which was for Halloween, where she had like little kitty ears and shit. Okay. But for Easter this year, they put her in a onesie pajama with bunny ears, so she was dressed like a bunny rabbit. Naturally. Oh my god, dude, it was insane. I bought the bunny hop emote for her, so she was hopping around, shaking her ass.
Thick, sweaty Penny Bunny? Penny yes. Bunny. Yeah,
Penny
gotcha.
Bunny.
Oh, the Bunny Penny. No, Bunny Bunny.
But I do enjoy the Mario parties. I haven't played in a while. I like a Mario Kart or a Smash Brothers, stuff like that.
You. Oh yeah.
I love Smash Brothers. There's an entire gaming community that still just plays Smash Brothers competitively, like all the time.
But they play the old time, the 64 version.
Yes, which is probably my favorite version of the game. Now, I don't know if it's cheap anymore or not, but I love being Kirby. I've become like quite the expert at using Kirby.
Yeah.
But people kind of like, because he floats, like they're like, But you know what, man? I've tried other characters and Kirby just fits.
You find yourself a bit of a curb stomper, if you will.
Yeah, a little bit.
Gotcha. I'm with you. You know what's not bad too in the realm of Mario Golf. Very fun, and I'll even play the original NES.
Like really?
The original one, yeah.
Back to, yeah.
Yeah, me and my good friend Jabo, man, he comes over, and you would think that we're watching our teams play in the World Series or the Super Bowl or something like that, because we get super competitive when it comes to that Mario Golf, man. I'll kick some ass on that Mario Golf. Kick some ass.
Yeah. The Mario games are fun. The only one I really didn't like was Mario Strikers, like the soccer game. I hated that fucking game.
Yeah, that game sucked, but the tennis was fun too, even.
Tennis is always fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get tennis wrong. Like even those like $10 arcade machines that you could buy like at CVS or whatever your local drugstore is. Yeah. Like as shitty as those are, it's kind of hard to fuck tennis up. Tennis is always a good time.
Nothing holds a candle to Virtua Tennis for the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Kevin's on the money with that one.
Now, did you ever play Fusion Frenzy?
Oh, dude. Fusion Frenzy, fucking amazing.
I just played it this past weekend.
First time?
No. It was made available for download on Xbox, so I downloaded it, and we beat the hell out of each other. So much fun.
Fusion Frenzy was amazing. It was one of my all-time favorite multiplayer games. I would kick the shit out of everybody in that game. Everybody.
The Motsbach already says next time he's coming to town, we're playing some Mario Golf. Well, Motsbach, I will kick your ass. That's what I already said I do when it comes to I kick your ass, buddy boy. You're welcome in my home. Take your socks off. Kick your ass.
Yeah, fucking let them talons loose, buddy.
Yeah.
Speaking of kicking ass, we got a kick-ass show for you tonight. Matt, as you could tell, is not here. You could probably notice the fact that the microphones are actually working and nobody's fucking stuttering and stammering.
Yeah.
No guests tonight, but we are trying something new. But I will tell you this, we are covering the Raka Khan lawsuit in a little bit. I don't know what else the boys want to talk about, but we got the usual tips and tricks up the sleeve, in the bag. Devils are in the playoffs, by the way. So if you hear Kevin hooting and hollering, it's also because we're doing a good job, but it's probably because the Devils are kicking some ass as well.
And because Aaron Rodgers is the new quarterback of the New York Jets.
Ooh, we could get into that too, but let's
I got it all. We're a sports podcast now. Let's do it.
fuck yeah, all that and more on episode 634 of The Shining Wizards.
The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live in high-definition video and available on all podcasting and streaming platforms. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com. And become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. And now, it's time for the Shining Wizards.
Hello, wrestling fans. This is the Alpha Female, and you're listening to Shining Wizard.
What's up, fuckers?
From the motherfucking Shining Wizards.
Grab his dick and twist it! Dummy! Yeah.
No. Fuck no.
You cocksucker!
Well,
Shining Wizards rule the world.
The episode where we're guaranteed not to throw any kind of electrical equipment out into the middle of the mean streets of North Arlington. This is episode 634 of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast, coming to you live on the social medias and going with you wherever you go because we're available everywhere. But let's not worry about that. We got lawsuits, we got games, we got wrestling to talk about, and I fucked up the line, but it's wrestling talk.
And talk about wrestling.
Sorry, I'm all excited because Tony Khan's got a big announcement coming up on Wednesday. Tony!
Hey, Triple H has one tonight.
Handsome Kevin.
KJG.
It's all about fucking up intros and big announcements and moving on and moving forward. Boys.
Yeah, we
how's
don't need
everything?
Matt. We don't need Matt to screw up a good time.
No, fuck that noise. Although I have to let you know, I watched back last week when he started slamming things and his screen was freezing. Fucking, it couldn't have been any better, dude. I was howling all over again.
It was perfect when it froze. It froze with him coming down with the stand.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Fucking perfect. It's like the scene of a movie where it freezes right there and he goes into inner monologue where it's like, well, how did I get here?
Tony, before we get to the shooting the shit portion of the show, which is probably my favorite way to open, I did look up that Stardom card, which is what we were talking about in the pre-show, which is where the title change happened. And yeah, there's no chance I'm getting any of these names right.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
So I thought this was like a New Japan show. So I thought I had a shot. No chance.
Yeah.
No chance whatsoever to get any of these names right.
You could probably, if I had to guess, get at least one of them right. And I think you know the one that I mean.
Yeah. The one that lost. Because she's a
Oh, no. Well,
fucking
then two
loser.
of them. There you go. I mean, the other one's got to be on there, right? Like Julia's got to be on the show, right?
Julia Gulia?
Yes. Whenever I hear that name, I don't think about the movie. I just think about playing grab ass, and it just fucking.
Wait, what?
Like Julia Gulia, gonna grab your coolia.
That's what I'm thinking about from now on.
What movie did he do? He went, want to touch the hiney? Oh, it's going to be okay, little fella.
Is one sweet piece of ace.
Welcome to episode 634, which will be officially Tony's last episode of the Shining Wizards wrestling podcast. Because he used the word Coolia on the show.
Julia Gulia, let me get that Coolia. Woo!
Coolia staying.
Oh boy.
Coolia sticks.
Oh, I thought you said Coolistan. Is that like a country in the Middle East?
Oh, that's what Matt slammed down on his desk last week.
Oh my god.
Imagine if the ECW pay-per-view was called One Night Coolia Stand. All right, that's how you kill a guy.
I was gonna say I'm trying to make that work. I can't do it.
I struggled to get there. That's what sucked about it. I struggled really hard to get there.
Yeah,
and it totally ruined the momentum of what we had going on.
It's all right.
It happens to the best of us. Tony, how the hell are you, man?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay. I ate a little too much pizza for dinner tonight. My
Shit in your pants?
No, but I did have the shits. I actually took 2 shits before I left for work this morning, and by about 10 o'clock, I was popping number 3. I don't know what got in me, but they weren't watery. They all came out like fucking like trout, bro. They were solid.
still
They swam
worrisome.
right out. Yeah, but you know, had some pizza for dinner, had some chicken for dinner. We're good. We're good. How about you guys?
Chicken.
Devils are down what? 2-1?
They're down 2-1. They have a chance to tie it up tonight in about minutes against the New York Rangers. This is game 4. They are in New York. So obviously everyone knows that my Devils fandom is almost borderline like a sickness.
No, I couldn't tell by the fucking jacket and the other thing sitting next to you, the other jacket. How many jackets do you have?
This is the warm-up jacket, and this is a jersey. It's a sweater.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually signed by it's the Kurt Hawkins sweater.
Wait, Kurt Hawkins signed it?
It's Kurt Hawkins. I've never told you the story.
He played for the Devils, moron.
He was a major player on the New Jersey Devils. Now, when they did WWE night, he was there with Mick Foley and Becky Lynch, and my dear good close personal friend Colin White got me tickets because he's a former Stanley Cup champion with them, and Hawkins wore this, and I reached out to him maybe like a year or 2 later, saying, "Hey man, do you still have this by any chance? Because I'd really like that to have it because he has no affiliation with the Devils. He doesn't care. He doesn't like hockey." So I offered him a fair, decent price. He gave me a good brother rate on it, and
well, good for you. That's actually really neat, dude.
Yeah, actually, he could have asked for a lot more. It was actually a really good deal, so I cannot be upset with him at all.
That is a cool piece of memorabilia right there, man.
It's a 1 of 1, baby.
Unbelievable.
Now maybe I should reach out to Foley because
Foley fucking rake you over the coals for his jersey.
I don't know, man. We have a pretty good rapport, me and Mixter.
Yeah, but the Mixter kind of likes his money. He likes
Mixter
to put
does like his money.
Of course he does.
He's very thrifty. Back in his day.
Legendary. I'm sure he still is thrifty.
Yeah.
Handsome Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Since Kevin showed us this awesome piece of memorabilia, what's your big thing? Like, what's your big item?
Boy, there's 2 things that come to mind right away when people are like, "Oh, this is," and it's not going to be big for a lot of other people. But I have a signed Bob Backlund 8x10 from his original the original WWF 8x10s, which I fucking love. That's way high up on the list. But I also have my favorite player in NFL history. Was a cat that went by the name of Sterling Sharp. And
yeah, of course.
Yeah. He's a wide receiver, and I loved him. I mean, I was damn near in tears when he had that neck injury and had to retire. Love Sterling Sharp. And Al, our good friend Al from the Tots Pod, he actually got me a signed Sterling Sharp helmet. Which was huge for me. And I know he's not a Hall of Fame. In my mind, he's a Hall of Famer, but he got that for me. And that was one of those deals where I was like, oh my gosh, this is Sterling. Sterling had this in his hand. He signed.
So
This is, you know what I mean? It set me down when I opened up the package for him. I had to call him right away. I'd be like, man, you were a bastard, man. Making a grown man have emotion. Get out of town. So yeah, those are the two that come to mind right away.
Did it move you enough where you would actually go to Alabama to go visit him?
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. That guy lives in hell. He lives in hell.
If you're not listening to Tots Pod, it's pretty awesome. I've only gotten through the intros so far, but you guys are reaching a big milestone next week. You want to give yourself a cheap plug?
Yeah, absolutely. We're 2 weeks from today, episode 50 of Tots Pod will come out. We're doing a big giant ass giveaway. I encourage anybody listening to take part in this giveaway. It's pretty simple. All you got to do is you can connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of the socials, and tell us who you're going to kick off your lawn and why you're going to kick them off their lawn. If you're not familiar with the segment we do, it's Al and I are a couple of older gentlemen, so we like to keep our lawns nice and manicured. So we pick people in society or just different things. I mean, Al had to kick his driveway off of his lawn one time. Like, it just all depends.
He had to kick his driveway off his lawn?
Exactly.
What the fuck does that mean?
Was that, well, I can't tell you now, buddy boy. So there's a ton of different things you can do. We want to have fun with it, but we're giving away the Monday Night Raw 3-pack that come out recently. We're giving away the Beast Incarnate 3-pack that came out recently. The Roddy Piper 1 of 200 print. A couple of Ultimate Edition figs. When we do a giveaway, we go big. So
that's pretty dope. It's actually funny that you bring up that 3-pack because not too long ago I was in Target and somebody noticed I was looking at the wrestling figures and they had the last 3. It was like the only one there. They had the Raw 3-pack, and he actually asked me. He's like, "Do you want this?" Like he literally asked me if I wanted it, and I don't collect figures of people that weren't on the show. So I'm like, "No, man. Like you're good. If you find an Austin Theory, let me know, and I'll take that." But I thought it was really cool. It was just a nice gesture of the guy, and that 3-pack is really swell looking.
Yeah, and we're, like I said, we're going to that 3-pack. I think it was an Amazon exclusive with the Beast Incarnate 3-pack. It's got the Roman, the Heyman, and Brock Lesnar. Like I say, some Ultimate Edition action. The Roddy Piper 1 of 200 print that recently was released. I think we got some Degeneration pops. We got stickers. I mean, when we do a giveaway, we kind of go pretty big with it. So again, all you got to do is connect with us on the socials. Tell us who you're kicking off the lawn and why. We're going to read and plug everybody that takes part in it, shout you out, and have a good time for episode 50.
Swish.
Kicking my driveway off the lawn. You got to be really pissed off at your driveway if you're kicking it off your lawn.
You don't know the half of it, brother.
Is it like made of like sand? Like what?
No, it's not.
It's not. Okay.
No. It was a hell of a day. I'll let you take that journey on your own there, Kevin. I can't tell Al's story.
I guess I have to, right? Because now I'm intrigued. You roped me in, man. That was good. That was good advertising for your show.
Yeah, Tony does the Julia Coolia. I do the rope and grope.
The rope and grope. Rip roaring to start the show here.
Holy shit, we sure are.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my other favorite sports franchise in the tri-state, the New York Jets, now have a brand spanking new quarterback, one of the greatest of all time, Aaron Rodgers. A lot of people say I look like him, which I don't really see, but I've gotten it many, many times. So welcome to the New York Jets, Aaron freaking Rollins.
Take some of that medication there, Kevin.
I'm having a great time. So I had a miserable night last night. On the pre-show, I mentioned the sink where my washing machine drains into completely overflowed, completely flooded my basement. I was up till 3:30 in the morning, mopping and HVACing and toweling it up, and then exhausted this morning. Fine all day. I have really bad allergies, but they were fine. Not even a thought in my mind. 5 minutes before the show, can't stop sneezing. Like legit, can't stop sneezing. And
you haven't sneezed since the show started. So.
I think it's good luck.
There it is.
I think the podcast is a very healing mechanism for me. Go fuck yourself, Clarendon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clarendon.
Fucking Clarendon.
Give me wizards in.
What?
Yeah, I burped right when I said that.
Kevin's having fun tonight, people.
I'm on fire, boys. As Shelton Benjamin's old theme music used to say, "Ain't no stopping me now."
Well,
But
Kevin,
Tony-
you've already pushed it so goddamn far.
Why don't we
Take it.
over?
The top.
It is April 24th, 2023, and what a perfect day, a perfect Monday, beautiful sports day for the hockey world. And it's also perfect to do something crazy, like give you results from the WWE. Lots of stuff happening in WWE, but let's go back to last week's Monday Night Raw first and foremost. Solo Sikoa defeats Rey Mysterio. In a non-title match, Bianca Belair defeats Dakota Kai. Seth Rollins defeats The Miz in a banger. Non-title match, Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley ends in a no contest. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville defeat Candice LeRae and Mia Yim. I probably butchered that, so I can't wait to talk about Stardom later. Kevin Owens, Matt Riddle, and Sami Zayn defeat the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor with Rhea Ripley. We are going to go right into SmackDown when the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor defeat the LWO, consisting of Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. Braun Strowman and Ricochet defeat the Viking Raiders. Arr. They're not pirates. WWE Tag Team title match, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defeat Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. You got a little IC title action with Gunther defeats Xavier Woods. And a no disqualification match, Solo Sikoa defeats Matt Riddle. And why not? Go back to Tuesday and hit a little NXT. So you have the WWE NXT title triple threat match. Easy for me to say. Gallus defeats the Creed brothers and the Dyad. Oh, okay. What? I don't know who they are. That's Joe Gacy's, I guess, henchman, who I'm a big fan of. So that happened. Non-title match. Noam Dar is back.
Durr, durr.
Look at that. Defeats Miles Bourne.
Miles Board. Sorry.
Bourne, Tony. So now we're going to butcher all the names of the Stardom wrestlers. I really want to do this NXT segment. We might have to eliminate NXT from Over the Top just so you're not familiar with the names that I may make up or may keep real. Because if you keep hearing them, you might know who they are. So this is the last. I'm making an executive decision. This is the last part of NXT that'll be an Over the Top. Roxana Perez defeats Zoe Stark. Cora Jade defeats Gigi Dolan. Dijak defeats Apollo Crews, a.k.a. Yoohoo Nation. And WWE NXT North American title match, Wesley defeats Charlie Dempsey with our dear, good, close personal friend, Mr. Drew Gulak. And Tony, on that high note, why don't you take us over the top?
Baseball promotions that have failed: Beer Night, Scrap Metal Night, Disco Demolition Night, and Wet T-Shirt Night. How do you fuck up Wet T-Shirt Night? Do you forget the water?
So you're telling me they scrapped Scrap Metal Night?
I don't know how that one fucked up, but I mean, how do you fuck up Wet T-Shirt Night?
Right. That's not.
Well, who was wearing the T-shirts? That's the thing. That's the only.
Fair point.
Not necessarily. You've seen one. You want to see the rest, right? There's no fucking up Wet T-shirt.
Tony, do you have the bell? The Devils are up 1-0.
Oh shit!
No, it was just one, Tony. I think
Oh.
you just gave him like 8 goals.
That's right.
Go! Yeah, wait, I gotta fucking pull that up.
Kev, you got some AEW?
I got some AEW for you on Dynamite. Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter defeat the Outcasts. Wardlow defeats Powerhouse Hobbs. He becomes your new hot potato champion. Jay White, Commander. The Acclaimed and Billy Gunn defeat the Jericho Appreciation Society. And in the Four Pillars tournament, Sammy Guevara defeats Jack Perry. On Rampage, John Moxley defeats Christopher Daniels. Julia Hart defeats Kiera Hogan. In an 8-man tag team match, FTR, Jay Lethal, and Jeff Jarrett defeat the Varsity Athletes and Slim J. AAA mega title match, Vikingo defeats Dralistico. And on Honor Club, The Kingdom defeat Action Andretti and Darius Martin. Willow Nightingale defeats Robin Renegade. Lance Archer defeats Ajasi. Shouldn't have defeated Ajasi. And then we got Brian Cage defeats Joey Jett. Athena defeats Heather Reckless. Dark Order defeats Cole Carter and Lee Johnson. Pento El Zero Miero defeats Nick Camaroto.
Solo, Agogo, Camarato.
Takeshita defeats Lee Moriarty. Vikingo defeats Gringo Loco. Iron Savages defeat Logan Lynch and Ren James. And Samoa Joe defeats Colt Cabana. Son of a bitch, Tony. Take it over the top.
Just want to let you know I climbed Dante Mountain myself.
Minnesota's own.
Princess Victoria was known for her vaginal expulsions of gas. She was called the tribal queef. That may or may not be true. I don't know. I just write them.
So you do know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I know, but I don't know. All right. Well, Tony, that was very, very perplexing. Let's talk a little Impact. Oh, they didn't score. You have that under who is that? Who has that?
That's me. No, it's actually the Devil's 2022 horn. I found it on YouTube.
Oh, keep that handy just in case.
Fuck yeah.
And just in case it makes an impact, because Impact Wrestling was Thursday night, and we had some great matchups. Time Machine defeat Jonathan Gresham, Mike Bailey, and Trey Miguel. Alicia, I'm assuming that's Alicia Edwards, defeats Tara Rising, not to be confused with Triple H, Terrorizing.
It wasn't Alicia Fox.
Maybe it was Alicia Fox. Hey, this is Moose.
Hey.
With dear good close personal friend Brian Myers defeats Yuya Umayura with Bhupinder Gujar. Handicap match, Frankie Kazarian defeats the Good Hands, Jason Hotch and John Schuyler. Non-title match, I Believe in Joe Hendry defeats Sheldon Jean. Stardom, All-Star. Oh, nope, that's it. The results are there. All right, so we do have the results in the notes. It just wasn't bolded the right after the Impact results.
Oh my gosh, they are. So that would be me.
So that's you. I guess we got to hit that.
Oh boy. I'm going to give it my best, but I think, Kevin, you want Tony to do something for you first, don't you?
Oh, of course I do, Kevin. That's a very good point. Tony, you know what I would like you to do if you can, if you're able, if you're allowed, if you're permitted. Can you take us over the freaking top?
Fruit Loops are all the same flavor, just like vaginas, but it's the middle that tastes differently.
Sometimes not just the middle, my man. And it should never taste like...
I may have to put that on the fucking soundboard.
I was going to say it should never taste like rusty coins. Where...
Holy shit.
Oh boy. Well, it looks like I got Stardom, All-Star Grand Queendom. Here we had I thought about it, but I refrained. It looks like we have Mia Sierra and Starlight Kid defeats AZM and Mia Sharuga.
Auga.
Shauga.
Ooga shaka ooga.
Hi.
You're being so insensitive.
Queen's Mist defeated Fuwa-chan and
Queen's Quest.
Hazuka. Queen's Quest, yeah.
Queen's Mist?
Queen's Quest. The double Q.
Said mist.
Queen's Mist. Queen's Quest.
Queef missed.
I was gonna say depends on the queen. Right?
Very Queef missed.
We got Maika defeats Himika. Yeah, probably about right.
There you
Makes
go.
sense. God's Eye defeat Neo Stardom Army. Perfect. What else do we got? Restart defeat Prominence. See, this is not too bad at all.
Yeah, they're all American names.
All American names.
You don't actually say the individual's name. That's
That's the cheat code.
Yeah.
Mina Shirakawa.
That's right.
Yeah. Shirakawa. Shizukawa against defeats Saya Kamitani.
Come on,
Yeah.
Tony.
Kamitani.
Come on, Tony.
Defeated. Come on, Tony. Sayura defeats Chihiro Hashimoto. Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Maya Iwatani defeats Mercedes. Bum, bum, bum. Money. Tam Nakano defeats Giulia Gulia with the Coolia. Tony,
What?
over the top, me babe.
Steve Austin never defended the WWE Championship at Mania. Well, I didn't either, but you don't hear me bragging.
Hey, HK,
Yeah, man.
why don't you hit us with the back-to-back and do a little belly-to-belly with some ML Dub?
You want me to go belly to belly? I'll do a little belly to belly for you. In a War Chamber match, the Calling defeat Alex Hammerstone and the Second Gear Crew. That's it. That's your MLW, babe.
Beautiful. So let's get to NWA. Oh, wait, nope, Tony. Kevin?
Wait, you're making me do an over the top for one fucking match? All right, I'll do one. Sure.
Wait, Tony, wait. Handsome Kevin, request it formally, or else it doesn't count.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. If you could please be as kind as to take me over the top.
In his youth, Brock Lesnar's friends called him Broccoli. I wouldn't fucking call him that. You fucking
Well, Tony,
crazy?
neither would I. On that
Okay.
note, because Brock has the power, let's talk about some NWA power. Your results for NWA Power. NWA World Television Title match. Tom Latimer defeats Fodder. Hello,
What about Mutter?
Hello, Fodder.
Hello, Mutter.
Hello, Fodder. I am smoking marijuana. Was that
Fucking
Natalia
love that.
Markova defeats La Rosa Negra. NWA World Junior Heavyweight Title match. Kerry Morton defeats Joe Alonzo. And let's dive right into the NWA USA. Because
Oh!
all American names. La Brava Escobar defeats Celeste. Jeremiah Plunkett defeats Salazar de la Muerte. Crockett Cup 2023 qualifying match. Magnum Muscle, Dak Draper, and Mims defeat the Fixer Nation. Matt, Vince, and the Fixer and Tony fix this segment by taking us over the top.
Is this the last one or we got more?
That's it, baby.
All right, then I'm going to finish strong. The Eiffel Tower can grow more than 6 inches over the summer, just like me. Fuck, I wish I had the button quicker.
Well done, lads. Well done.
What was the best one? The Princess Victoria one or the or the Fruit Loops one?
I know. I think Queef Mist was pretty good.
I don't know.
Or
Yeah.
the Queen's Mist, whatever it was. That was
Something about the look. Something about the look on Tony's face where he said, "I'm not fucking calling him that." Would have been my favorite.
The whole vagina conversation threw me for a loop too.
Did it throw you for a Fruit Loop?
Fruit Loop that all tastes. Well done, sir. Well done.
Oh shit!
You could have. That would have been perfect.
I know, and I was trying to fucking do the horn instead. I got to get used to having 2 laptops going. You know, it sounds better, but it's a little more distracting.
It's good. You're doing fine. I think you're doing.
Oh,
absolutely-
you want to hear the Hulkster's opinions of vaginas? By the way, I pulled this one off the fucking internet this weekend.
Raw pink meat. Raw pink meat.
I started watching Wrestling with Regret, and they covered one of the later pay-per-views where they were doing the Yappa Pie strap match.
Yes. Yep.
That was a gem that came from that interview.
Duke and I covered that. It's not fun.
Raw pink meat.
So
Uh,
wildly inappropriate.
There's that's subjective. But Tony, I want to know. I want to get your expertise. I want you to crack the egg of knowledge. Let's talk about this Biggers situation.
You want to talk about Tranisha Biggers and her suit against half the free world?
Oh yeah, the billions for Biggers. Tell me about it, Tony.
Bro, all right. As far as I can tell, and as far as the scuttlebutt around is confirming, apparently Miss Biggers had. First of all, let's tell who we're talking about. We're talking about the woman, the wrestler known as Raka Khan, who, by the way, I completely forgot, had some issues with Kurt Angle years ago while those two were dating. So she's no stranger to litigation and all kinds of issues in the public eye. But
She was on the Texas Most Wanted list at one point.
yes, she was, because apparently she had an issue, I guess, with the father of at least one of her kids, if not both. And I don't know, the way I was reading it, there might have been some domestic squabble. I don't know if it got physical or anything like that, but apparently she was going to lose custody of her kids. So she kind of like up and left with them. And then she was arrested at some point and then ran off with the kids to New York, which is where she is now. And yeah, for some reason, she feels the need to sue everyone. I mean, I've seen some shitty complaints in my day, but this one, as much as like she's arguing about things, it's fucking all over the place. Now, let me start by saying this. I know a lot of people have been saying that the judge is allowing this to go forward. What the judge is allowing to happen is for her to proceed in form of pauperis. And all that means is she doesn't have enough money to pay the legal fees herself at this point. So the judge is allowing her to move forward without having to make payments. Because typically when you file a complaint and, a summons and complaint, you have the complaint served on the defendants in the case, it costs money. You have to buy your, your case number from the court. It has to go on file, and then you have to serve it on everyone, and you have to file proof of service. So this is the step before that. Now, nobody's been served in this yet. So she's got a summons and complaint that's filed out there. She's allowed to move forward without filing a fee. Whether or not she will officially move forward is another story. Typically, when an inmate, and she's not in custody, she's out right now, even though she has a warrant out for her arrest.
Oh, she does have a warrant.
But it's in
Still have an
Texas.
active warrant.
Yep.
Yes, out of Texas, but she's in New York right now.
Oh, so they're not going to extradite to Texas.
No, and I think it's passive too, if I remember correctly, which means she has to kind of get picked up for something else or stopped for something else.
Well, no, you have to. If you have a warrant, I mean, they could finagle it. Like they could like figure out a reason. Like they could like.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I'm not sure if it's passive or not. I don't know if they can. I don't know if Texas can petition, if they're at the point where they can petition New York and say, hey, she's one of ours. Can you pick her up for us?
Yeah.
They might be able to. I'm just not sure.
I don't think based on, state policy, I don't think New York is going to bend over backwards to help Texas.
Probably not. Especially like if you take a look at like what's going on in this case, although Raka Khan was on the Texas Most Wanted list because she does have this warrant out for her arrest. So
that was like years ago. Like, I don't know how is
like
this still like a story?
Was it 2013 or 2018?
Well, she probably hasn't been in Texas since then, right? Like, who knows when all this shit took place? If you take a look now, I couldn't find the complaint anywhere, but I do have my ways of finding things.
That's
a la Lexus. So I was able to pull this up myself. And if you skim past like, I don't know, the first 400 pages, let me see, how far are we in? Yeah. So she has a whole attachment of facts that she lists.
As a whole?
As a whole. Yeah. So yeah, so there's all claims of stalking and abuse and things like that. And apparently everybody knows her baby's father and they don't know her. So there's little hints of like, like they're looking out for him and not looking out for her and all this other nonsense. Right. Look, bottom line is, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with this. I think her beginning claims, there's a whole bunch of constitutional claims, but they don't really make sense. So the reason why this is a big thing now is, number one, she's a wrestler, but number two, who's named as defendants in this, because she's claiming that these people did not help her secure her constitutional rights. Like apparently it was everybody's on this list's job to make sure that her constitutional rights were protected and enforced. I don't know. Sometimes go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have the list of some of the outstanding.
WWE's on there, aren't they?
And it is. I have in front of me. I have it's the state of Texas, the El Paso Child Protective Services. Let's see here. The FBI, the La Cruces, New Mexico Police Department, the NYPD, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, New York ACS, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Inc., Shirley Police Department, Sigma.
Surely you can't be serious.
Don't call me Shirley. Sigma Phi Epsilon, Suffolk County, New York.
You know what's funny? Let me stop you real quick. If you look at the filing, for some reason, the first name defendant is the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, and I have no idea how that fucking happened.
Let's see. Suffolk County, New York. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, The Miz and Maurice, Heath Miller, Nikki Bella, Chris Benoit, good luck getting anything there, Mark Jindrak, Panda Energy, again, good luck. Home Depot, Florida Championship Wrestling, good luck. Steve Kern, the NWA, Billy Corgan, Deep South, good luck. Bank of America, Michael Jordan, several universities, Jim Cornette, Mick Foley, New York City Area Energy Company, Con Edison, and that's just to name a few of them.
Oh wait,
I love how we brushed over Mark Jindrak. It didn't say good luck getting anything from.
Oh, the Jindraker's doing fine.
Is he doing fine? I want to meet him so bad. I want to talk to him.
Not after that comment.
Yeah.
Well, he's not Sean O'Hare.
He's been crushing it down. Oh, he's better than O'Hare ever was, but he's been crushing it down in Mexico.
Here's some other ones that stand out to me. Eminem was named, by the way. Deep South Wrestling Talent Doe. I guess when you don't know the name of someone, you're supposed to file as John Doe, but there's numbers 1 through 75. And apparently Florida Championship Wrestling had a lot of people come through because those are John Doe's 1 through 1,000. I don't know. Maybe they think FCW, they're going to strike it rich on this one. 100 named detectives.
Wow.
Doubletree Hotel, GAP. Who else? Pfizer. Maybe we've got a Corona conspiracy going on here too. Tony Khan was named. Wrestling Promotions 1 through 1,000.
Is Scott Steiner on there?
Rental car company, Warner Brothers. Did we talk about Warner Brothers? Villanova, Loyola, the University of Pennsylvania, Penn State University, the Universities of Pittsburgh and Florida, Harley Davidson.
I thought you were going to say Harley Race for a second.
Holy shit, dude. Ford, Ada and Oahi. Isn't that The Rock's mother? Microsoft, Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile. Victoria's Secret.
The Rock is an Nai.
TJ Maxx, TJ Wilson. I don't know how those two wound up together.
TJ Hooker.
Visa, Staples, CVS, Walgreens, Dwayne Reed, the United States Postal Service, and DHL. Oh, and McDonald's and Wendy's too.
Oh, that's important. Yeah, gotta get them.
Norman Smiley got named.
He won't be able to wiggle his way out of this one.
Oh, he's wiggling.
Booker T and Charmel. Let me see. Reality of Wrestling, of course. The state of Illinois, the state of Connecticut, Chevy, Dodge, Chrysler. Oh, and the United States of America, which you're not allowed to sue as an individual, by the way. But that's the least of her worries at this point. Oh, Ashley and Shelly Martinez as well. Brandy
Ashley
Rhodes.
Martinez.
I have no idea, but who knows?
That might be her sister.
Brandy Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Scott D'Amore's on here. Gucci, Chanel, Taco Bell, Tiffany. What the fuck?
Wait, who's Mandy Rhodes?
Brandy.
Oh, Brandy Rhodes.
Yeah. Holy shit, bro.
Tiffany,
Lacey,
like the performer, or Tiffany like the jewelry store?
No, Tiffany and Co. The jewelry store. Lacey DeMott, Lacey Von Erich, A&E, ABC, NBC, MSNBC. Oh, and some of them repeat too. It's pretty hilarious. She must have had problems with her fucking Word or Word Perfect or whatever she's using, and just kept hitting repeat or copy paste over and over and
I
over
hope
again.
she's not the one drafting this document.
Oh, it's got to be. Oh, she sues the UFC too. So there you go. Lucha Libre USA's on here. Huh. VH1, MTV.
Fuck.
I can keep going. This goes on forever.
And how does something like when you have
Cash App, Venmo, Medicaid. Tyler Perry, Spike Lee, Eric Adams.
Are we
the
on this
mayor
list,
of New
Tony?
York got named.
Tony, are we on this list? We might be on this list.
I
The
haven't
Shining
seen us.
Wizards LLC might be on here.
Holy shit, bro. Oh, the NFL, the NBA, the NCAA, the NJCAA, the LFL, the fucking Lingerie Football League got named.
you leave them alone.
Yeah, I never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro. It just keeps going on and on and on. Gail Kim, Jennifer Kim. I don't know who that is.
Well, JK.
What are the El Paso Chihuahuas? Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Hart,
Jimmy Valiant.
bro. LA Fitness, LAPD,
LA Knight.
TMZ.
Dummy.
Fuck, dude. The Associated Press got fucking named in this.
What is her end game here, Tony? With a giant list like this and looking for
$3 billion. That's the end game, bro. $3 billion.
right, but how is there any way? Like, is she going to find legs to stand on? And is this one of those things where she's looking for $3 billion and hoping she gets $1 million?
No, nothing's gonna come of this, dude.
I didn't think so.
How is she gonna? Who is she gonna file this against?
Right.
Is she gonna go to Jim Cornette's house and hand this to him? Like, goddamn, process servers cost money, dude.
Yeah. So what is
this bullshit you're handing me?
What's
Bro,
the
this is it. This is how she makes her money. She gets herself a fucking reality show, and it's called Service of Process, and it's just Raka Khan traveling the country, serving this fucking complaint on everybody. Who would have watched this?
She's a con artist.
Who would have watched this, dude?
I would not watch that.
I wanna rock a con all night.
Bro, I'm not even like there's still like
every
20
day.
more pages of people.
I gotta go and serve them every day. There,
And
Kevin.
serve them every day. Yeah, but that would be the theme song.
That would be it.
Oh my God. Starbucks, Hooters, Best Buy,
Don't you
Kinko's,
dare sue Hooters.
Beto O'Rourke, GNC, Publix, Sinclair Broadcasting, Bubba the Love Sponge. How the fuck does this happen? Oh, Kevin Dunn with a question mark, by the way. I guess she wasn't sure if she was going to sue him. Oh, and she also doesn't know the difference between Dave Taylor and William Regal because she has Dave Taylor / William Regal with a question mark.
They were a team, Tony.
All right, the Blue Bloods.
Is she naming the... Oh, Alan Funk! Holy shit, Kwee-Wee is on the fucking list. Kwee-Wee is getting sued. Can we fucking get Kwee-Wee on the line?
Ring them up.
Yeah.
Oh man, she's suing WoW as well.
When he's done beating the shit out of Buff Bagwell, we'll get him on the horn.
Chavo Guerrero, Randy Orton, Ricky Steamboat. Why Ricky Steamboat? Shelton Benjamin. Fucking Shelton Benjamin's on here too. Alpha Anoa'i's on here.
Ain't no stopping me now.
Bro, I can't. All right, we're near the end. Thank God.
Good.
Whew.
So this should be a top 5, but top 500.
Oh no, wait. Defendant list
5,000,
continued on page 18.
Let's go. Hit me.
No, it's literally all the same people over again. It's just constantly repeating things now.
So it's probably like the shoot name and then like their work name.
No, it's just whatever came into her dear little head at whatever time.
I'm still a little bit perplexed as to what the thought process is and all this on her part.
It's a grab. Sue as many people as you possibly can, and hopefully something's to me it's like the equivalent of like throwing like something at the walls and whatever sticks.
Right.
I don't see any of it sticking.
Right.
So,
She's suing under the Constitution, 42 USC, the multiple sections, one of which was not a civil rights claim. I was surprised. 1981, 1982, 1985, 1986, 1987, 1988, which I think has nothing to do with anything except for telling judges what to do, and 1989, which is what I was talking about, people helping her, I believe it was 89, helping her like secure her constitutional rights.
Survivor Series 1989 was great.
Yeah, so apparently, and she's filed this as a federal question. So I don't know. the only thing I question here is like you said, HK, what's the end game?
Right.
She's looking for help, bro. This is a cry for help. This is what it is.
Well, if that's what it is, I hope she gets her help, because this is not a good. This isn't a good look for her at all. Somebody that hasn't had many good looks, it's pretty rough in my opinion.
And if anybody's interested, I will be more than happy to post this up in the Discord. You guys want to join over there? If anybody is interested in actually reading this, so there's that. But yeah, best of luck to you, Mrs. Khan.
Yeah, best of luck.
Rock on.
Kakan.
Kokayon.
Kakun. Mika.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to ask you guys,
Sure.
if I could, Chavo, time for him to take a smoke break. Yeah.
Nah, Chavo's completely right.
I agree. I agree, but I
100%.
think he's mad at the wrong person. Like, it's not Rey Mysterio. Like, Rey Mysterio is doing what he's told.
Yeah, but Ray's beyond being doing what you're told thing, unless he feels like he has to because of Dominic.
So all signs point. Listen, first of all, no. So here's where Chavo is like misguided in this. Like, he said that nobody cares about Rey Mysterio Sr., which, you know, if I'm going to be blunt, is accurate. But it's not like we care about any other Guerrero but Eddie. So, like, we don't give a shit about the legacy of.
Well,
No. It's
newer fans don't. You can't discount the Guerrero family's contribution.
Well, then you can't. Then if that's the case, then you can't discount Rey Mysterio Sr.
Who did he ever beat?
That's right. Probably the Guerreros.
You know what, Kevin? Fair point.
So, like, I understand, like, but Chavo was there when they made stories out of Eddie. So, like what are you doing? Like talk about a bad look for Shaka Rocka me slowly, like
Shaka Jaraka me slowly.
Shaka Jaraka me slowly. It's a hypocritical point on Chavo's aspect, because he was with WWE when they were still building Rey Mysterio based on the foundation that Eddie Guerrero built. So you can't have it both ways. Like, it's just very. It's very, and this might be a short-sighted view, because I literally it just hit me like 5 seconds before we started talking about it. So, like, maybe if I have more time to process and think, that I see why Chavo is upset. Like, stop using our name, our family's name, to build your story, but don't get mad at Rey about it. Like, you were there, you were part of a story. You came out when Rey won the world championship. After winning the Royal Rumble, dedicating it to Eddie Guerrero, coming out in a lowrider, you were there with Vicky Guerrero in the ring with him.
Yeah, but
so, come on.
Go ahead, HK.
I was gonna say, and there's a reason it was Ray that they did that with, and not Chavo.
Chavo couldn't sniff the world title if his freaking.
Wow.
Exactly.
Hey. Former WWECW World Champion Chavo Guerrero.
You know what? I caught myself. You're right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and everyone knows that ECW is part of the lineage and the legacy.
Greatest
of ECW.
ECW ever in existence.
It's very historic. Jack Swagger, Mark Henry, Christian Cage.
Fuck yeah.
You know. So yes,
CM
very
Punk,
extreme.
Johnny
CM
Hennigan,
Punk,
whatever.
John Morrison. Very extreme legacy.
Kane.
Bobby Lashley.
Lashley.
Was Big Show ECW?
Yes, Big Show was. He beat RVD, I believe. So yeah,
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon, the most hardcore of them all.
Yeah, fucking do-rag Vince.
Some say to a fault. But yes, very extreme legacy. So yes, Chavo was there and he was part of history. But still, come on, Chavo, get over yourself.
Yeah, I just don't know. Again, this is another one of those. To what end is he? Like, what's his angle? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think a lot of people think about Chavo unless he does something like this. You know what I mean? I don't think Chavo crosses a lot of people's minds.
I agree.
And as far as Ray goes, I mean, is he not just kind of saluting a friend, paying homage to a friend? Like, I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
And here's the thing: like, they don't. Like, how often are they actually mentioning Eddie by name?
How have they done a callback to
they brought back the LWO, so that's
no, but Eddie being Dominic's father? Have they done anything with that?
No, but there's been a lot of like social media, like side by
Yeah,
side
I've seen that.
comparisons with the
Mhm.
hair and that stuff, and so like the social media universe has taken advantage of it. WWE doesn't. I don't think necessarily has.
Is it?
I mean, they mention him. I mean, it's impossible to have a feud with Rey Mysterio involved and not at least mention Eddie. Like it's not plausible.
I think you can, but is it the Rhea Ripley "I'm Your Mommy" shirt? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a fucking t-shirt.
Okay,
Settle down, Chavo. Go for a smoke.
Our friends at Apron Bump chiming in. I think he's Kerwin wrong about this whole thing. That's some fucking Shining Wizards Kevin level fucking play right there.
Yeah, it's not
And
bad.
also, Dominic did say he wishes Eddie was his dad.
Oh, he did.
He did say that.
Ah.
And still though, like what the fuck? Like again, it's not has nothing to do with the Guerrero name. It has everything to do with Eddie Guerrero, the character, and his history with Rey Mysterio. Like
Yeah.
no one's piggybacking off of Mondo and Chavo Classic and Gory.
But do you think like we like, all right, we get it. Everybody misses Eddie. Eddie was one of the greatest. Can we move on? Like, is that too much to ask?
I agree with you in that aspect, but everyone always said that after Eddie passed away, when they started doing the whole story about Ray and his journey, and then Randy Orton later on saying that Eddie's not up there, he's down there. Like everyone always kind of said like Eddie would be okay with it. Everyone that knew Eddie like closely said that he would be okay with it. But by no stretch of the imagination is this the most egregious thing that they've done in regards to Eddie Guerrero. So like I'm like Chavo's like I understand that he wants to protect his family's name, like I would too, but this is the not the hill to die on.
You would think he'd be more concerned about telling Vicky and the rest of the family to stay off of social media with that whole nonsense we talked about a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he's backed him though. No, he backed the kid, right? He backed the accuser.
No idea. I'm
pretty sure he went and supported the daughter, not and is against Vicky and her new what is it, beau, I guess you can say.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Please, people, like take a lesson from your Uncle Tony. Keep your dirt off of social media, please. Because even if you have the best of intentions, probably going to come back and show up in your feed one day and somebody's going to be like, what the fuck was this?
Yeah, but
Just don't even bother.
Chavo's held in really high regards amongst people like in wrestling, but like he's really got to like just like look in the mirror and just get over yourself though. Like you were the least important Guerrero of all time.
That's not true. He trained everybody on the Glow sitcom or show, whatever you want to call it.
Least important
Netflix.
Guerrero of all time. Vicky Guerrero is more important than you.
I like that show.
Glow is awesome. I'm pissed off we're never going to get that final season.
Right.
A bunch of dog shit.
Least important Guerrero of all time.
Hey, you know what's funny?
His dad was more over than him when he was an active wrestler.
Was it Mando was the one that trained all the Glow girls? Mando Guerrero. So they've got a history in women's wrestling. Good on you.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised Dave McClain doesn't bring Chavo in for WoW. You know what I mean? You would think it would make sense.
Because he's the least important Guerrero of all time. That's why.
Sticking with that, huh, Kevin?
Oh yeah.
Good for you.
Can't
you.
abandon this shit now. I've already,
Doesn't matter how many holes in the motherfucker.
yep. The rats are all gone. Women and children are already off. I'm sticking with it.
Motsbach chiming in. Chavo is huge for Lucha Underground too. Kevin,
And where's Lucha Underground right now? Dead in the water with the boat.
Underground.
Underground. Underwater. Under siege.
Underwear.
Down here. Oh wait. Under here. Least important Guerrero of all time.
Wow. All right. You know what? I don't hate that take. I really don't.
Chavo, we'd love to have you on the show. If you ever want to come on, man.
Yeah, you and Mark Jindrak.
Yes, you bring Mark Jindrak, bring the entire Lucha Underground cast.
And let's throw Snitsky in while we're at it.
Yes. Bring them all. Bring Snitsky.
Dude, if I ever signed Snitsky for an autographs like one of these conventions, I would have the fucking baby punting competition with him.
Yes.
Just Snitsky against whoever wants to throw down $5, and if you fucking punt it further than he does, you get like an autographed picture of Snitsky or some
That's
shit.
a tremendous idea, and I don't know how nobody's thought of it yet.
Probably because nobody wants to put baby punting with Snitsky on their poster.
That's $1 million idea, Tony.
Baby
$1 million baby punt.
There it was.
Wait, I gotta
It's-
ask the Devils. What do we think of that?
Horrifying, but it's
a
a
long-
tremendous idea, and I hate that you thought of it and I didn't.
I'll throw you one better. We do that
Oh,
side.
Be careful.
No,
you
we
had
do
a,
it-
you had a golden ticket.
We do it side by side with Crowbar stand, where he has fucking Bernie Lomax dead for 6 hours.
Yes.
And then you and me hold him up and have
Yes.
Bernie Lomax punch the baby.
Fuck, you don't think Tommy Fierro put his name on this shit? Come on. Hey, isn't Wrestling Con coming up soon too? Or did that
80s
happen
Wrestling
already?
Con
Yeah,
in-
it's coming up
in
next
May.
month. No? Yeah.
May
I'm,
16th or
I'm,
something
I'm
like that.
sure XPW's doing the back of a deli one of these times. Maybe you guys get looped in there.
Oh my God, did you see the newest fucking video that came out of that fucking
I
shit show?
I don't pay attention
No.
to XPW. Don't care.
Apparently, they
Least
had
important Guerrero ever is XPW.
former guest of the show, friend of the show, Masada, was in some death match where he tried to blow fire on somebody and he lit himself up.
I did see that.
I do like
Yeah.
Masada, so I can't shit. I'm not going to shit on Masada.
No, but still, it's like XPW. Nobody's saying like, "Hey, maybe this isn't such a good idea." I guarantee you, Rob Black talked him into that shit. So here's something else I learned. Right, I was watching a video recapping the Vic Grimes New Jack feud of all things. This is what I found on YouTube.
All right,
And-
both, all right?
Apparently, the very last match that the two had, where Vic Grimes got tossed off the scaffold and almost went out the ring. It was Shane Douglas and Rob Black that talked Vic Grimes into having the fucking scaffold match with New Jack.
Checks out.
But here's the funny thing, right? So everybody sees the story. It's like New Jack dragged Vic Grimes off the scaffolding. Vic Grimes landed on him. He's got brain damage, oozing brain fluid, and he can't see out of his eye and this and that. These fucking guys worked together like a handful of matches before that scaffolding match happened. So how bad did they really not get along? You know what I'm saying?
Grimes
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Jack?
Like maybe New Jack is just picking his spot at that point because he
I was
fucking
gonna say it's
tased him and
premeditated.
shit.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking weird, dude. It was wild watching that shit because I had no idea they had as many matches as they did in between. And then it's like, oh, that was New Jack said that was his last match for XPW, and then he came back with Mustafa the next year to reunite the gangsters.
So that XPW I don't have a problem with.
Well, you should. That was the fucking cutting off Supreme's thumbs XPW.
Who the fuck? I don't. Whatever.
You didn't watch the fucking. You watched.
No,
it.
I know. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I have no allegiance to Supreme.
I have allegiance to a
cut
tacos.
off his fucking hand. Knock on wood.
You saying, dude? You saying Supreme is the worst of all the preems?
He's the worst. He's yeah. The worst. Least important.
Least important preem. Supreme. Holy shit.
Supreme Hickory is number one.
Supreme. She's joining the fucking
Krispy Kreme is
NXT.
number two, and it's not even a preem. It's a cream.
Krispy Kreme.
Crispy preem.
Primo Cologne. Number three.
Preem. Oh.
Supreme Fighting Machine, comma. Number four.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Kevin's on a fucking roll.
That's right. I'm sure there's some sort of like 50s doo-wop band. The Supremes.
The preems. I was gonna say yes, there is.
Supremes. Number 5 preems.
Number five. Hey, listen, Supremes, we'd love to have you on the show. So,
Is Diana Ross still with us?
no, she got one, I think.
There's got to be at least one preem left.
Yeah.
I would imagine so. Dude, Diana Ross is 79, bro. She's still with us. Come on.
Yeah, killed her. Well, what is happening? No, he's
Oh.
not.
What?
Is it?
No way.
Oh no!
No, get out.
Oh, hey!
Hey! What's up, dudes?
Who's your
This guy.
favorite? Who's your favorite preem, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh man, who's my favorite preem?
Cream of the crop.
Like cream corn.
Cream corn is
We'll
up there.
allow it. That's a good cream.
Or cash
Anything that
flows
rhymes.
everything around me.
Cream, get the money. $1 bill, y'all.
You cracking,
Gentlemen.
You cracking one, Matt? What do you got?
I am.
How was your day with Lopan?
Lopan, another great preem.
Yeah. Low preem.
Low preem.
Oh man, Supreme deep dish pizza.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, that's a better preem.
That's a good preem.
Fuck
I
yeah.
had we had reservations, but she didn't want to do anything fancy, so she wanted me to cook the Hello Fresh. So we ate dinner, and then she said, "Do you want to go podcast?" And I said, "Do I want to go podcast?"
Let me ask you this, Matt. Have you listened to any of the show?
Yes, I watched like the first 40 minutes while I was making dinner.
Attaboy.
Fuck yeah.
This guy's dialed in.
You fan of Princess Victoria?
Who?
Queef Master.
The tribal
Queef
queen.
Master from Stardom. I spent a majority of the day fixing the internet problem.
How'd that work out for you? So far, so good. On this end. Hardwired!
I know.
It only works if it's plugged in, man.
It was unnecessary. It was plugged in, and we were still having the same problem.
So what happened? Was it the router?
It was the interwebs. I had to call them and scream.
Oh, you
And
look
had to
great.
zap the box, and then everything worked fine.
Fucking idiots.
I was annoyed. I did Bread Club this afternoon with Kieran, and it was all shitty. So then when it was done, I got a hard wire. I got an adapter. I hooked it all up. Still nothing. Then the fucking chat, the guy was useless. He's like, all right, run this test and take a screen cap of it. I'm like, how do I take a screen cap from my computer?
It's pretty easy.
He's like, just click the file button.
File button.
Wait. Now I have to see
A
if this
screen
works.
grab or you should have an app on your computer called the snipping tool, and you should
I
be able to
don't.
snip.
No, you just press Control Command 3 and you can snip whatever you want. Or
don't,
Control Command 4 will do the whole screen.
I don't have a snipping app.
Just make sure you don't have porn open when you send them a fucking screen cap.
Yeah, don't
You know,
send me a
we're not
screen
talking
cap.
gothic buttholes competitions to your fucking
Dude,
Matt.
what is going on in the world?
Matt, what do you think of Tony's idea of having Gene Snitsky do an autograph signing and also have a baby punting competition?
Surprised it hasn't been done yet.
That's what I said.
exactly what Kevin said.
I
You should
want
probably-
nothing, no part of it. I'm not paying. I'm not offending anybody ever again.
I
Oh
thought
no, not us. I mean somebody else who's crazy.
Not gonna lie, Tony. I don't think we'd lose money on this. How much did it possibly cost to vend Snitsky?
Well, look. You have to figure out: is somebody bringing him out here? Like, is he going to work a show here, or do we have to fly him out? Do we have to put him up in a
He's in
hotel?
Pennsylvania.
Oh,
He's still going to want something. He's probably going to want someone to come pick him up.
see if you can do it at one of those Kevin Kelly deals.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Look, Kevin Kelly's. That's not the place though. That's a family environment. We can't have a baby.
He says you can bring your own beer. You can punt baby.
Not real
BYOB.
babies, Matt.
Bring
They're
your
not
own
real
babies.
I know they're not real babies, but all the things you could have put on your soundboard.
No, it's not on the soundboard. That was a game time decision.
The YouTube.
Devil's up 1-0.
I know. I was listening.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Bring your own baby.
I got a sound clip.
Hey, this is Moose.
Lucky.
Raw pink meat.
I'm gonna come in hot with a brand new Wizard soundboard in the next couple weeks.
Fuck yeah.
You ever listen to our show at 2-speed? It's hysterical. That's not as fast. You can still understand it.
Yeah, because it speeds it up, but it kind of slows the. It's weird because it speeds up, but slows down, so you could still figure it
So
out.
Moose actually sounds like a functioning human.
Hey, this Moose.
3 speed, no good.
Moose's job is actually like, hello there, this is Moose.
Top of the morning to you.
This is morning to you from Moose.
I had to turn you guys off when I ate dinner, so that was just as you were ending the list of all the people that lady was going to sue. So
Man, your wife really loves you, dude. She's letting you podcast on date night.
yeah.
Wow.
Supreme date night.
Wow. Good on you.
So now you guys are stuck with me. I'm back.
Yeah, you are.
We said we had no guests tonight.
Yeah, Matt, we're gonna have to let you go. Follow him on all his social media.
Matt, you want to say anything to the fans before we let you go?
Anything you want to
You can follow the podcast I do with my friends at Wizards Podcast. They do a great job. They got a horn now. They got a goal horn for the hockey playoffs. Fantastic, great interviews. They talked to a guy from New Zealand last week, and he talked about endangered bears and snakes the size of his head, and it was out of control.
Pink meat.
Oh my god, so much pinkness.
Good thing we're not doing a pick meat kicking competition.
Raw. So raw.
Oh my God, we got to do something with Shelly Martinez and her vag too. No, like that would make sense.
Oh, play those back to back.
Google it.
No,
Play the pink meat and then the Shelly back to back.
I don't.
You all right, Tony? I got a vag over here. Hold on.
Here. Do you
You
really?
sure do.
Can we isolate that?
Give me a timestamp. All right, Tony, give me the pink meat.
Raw pink meat.
Well, let's go ahead and see.
Hulkster's got that python, baby.
Brother.
All right. So what's going on, guys? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, I hate to be the guy to say that.
Oh, you're like Cody Rhodes. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, I didn't. What did I interrupt?
That's a great call. Probably nonsense.
The Snitsky kicking contest?
No,
Yeah,
we were over
we-
that. We
We
finished
talked a little bit. We did the down the aisle, and then we talked a little bit about the biggers, and then we did a little bit on the Chavo biggers,
Yeah.
Miss Biggers.
Oh,
Raka Khan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were
I was a little trepidatious too when I
The
heard
last
that.
thing we talked about was how Kevin likes the old XPW over the new XPW.
And then we went into the Supreme.
That's where the Supreme came from, because
yeah,
Kevin can't
yeah.
give less of a fuck about people getting their thumbs cut off.
Stemmed off of the
This-
Chavo conversation.
is this in reference to Matt Cardona telling somebody on Twitter today he'd never work for XPW because the promoter is a loser?
No,
didn't-
we were
didn't
talking
even
about
see that.
Masada lighting himself on fire over the weekend.
Oh, they did that deathmatch tournament, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, and somebody almost died.
You know what? Good for them.
Matt, total 180 on Matt. Matt loves XPW. That's gonna go ringside.
Look, man, if you're dumb enough to stick a syringe through your dick and light yourself on fire, you probably don't deserve to be alive. So
So
Go
wait,
at
back
it,
to this.
big
Go
guy.
back to this broski thing. What was the broski thing?
let's see. Let me see if I can find it. I retweeted it, Kev. He somebody
wasn't
was
on
eating a
Twitter today.
bagel this morning. Your guy, and somebody asked him if he would ever work for XPW, and his response was,
Yes, if the money's right.
No, he said the promoter's a loser.
"Yes." You found that fast.
I didn't even look for it. Popped in my mind.
How many times did he lose the belt? He's a
Every
fucking
single time.
loser.
I like what you did
Money.
there.
Thanks, man.
Money.
Money.
Bum, bum, bum.
Is it
Yo,
funny
you see
she-
that knot on her fucking dome?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it.
She
Better
took one
not
right
mention it again.
She took one right to her fucking giant head.
She got a 6 head now.
It is.
It was-
It's up there, Tony.
Fit right in the Mandalorian now.
This is the way.
How the allergies treating you, Kev?
Oh, he's dying.
So, we mentioned it in the pre-show. Literally all good all day. No issues, no problem. 5 minutes before the show, Sneeze Fest USA. Unbelievable.
Hey, are you guys familiar with absolutely no words?
Is that Ricky Stark's gimmick?
No, it's a gimmick where people will take a wrestling promo and just clip out all the words where it just sounds like they're just inhaling for like a minute. Like
Say, but there's some great warrior ones.
Yeah.
Oh, well-
That's it, exactly.
there is a warrior one. Let me see how long. Oh no, wait, it's a compilation. I'll play the whole.
Did you watch the thing I sent you yesterday?
The Gothic butthole thing? That was a video.
No, the Bobby Heenan.
Yes.
Gorilla Monsoon thing?
Yeah, that's some AI voice shit right there.
That's fucking hysterical.
I found one. It's
Was that the Reddit link that you sent?
yes.
I couldn't get to it. I don't know how. I don't know why. I couldn't find. I clicked the link and it was just like a bunch of other random posts. It was weird. But anyway,
I found one. It was Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Ben Shapiro playing Rock Band. It was one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. They're just talking shit to each other the whole time.
You shared that in the Discord.
That's right. That's why you got to join the Discord, people.
yeah, we love it
Fuck
over there in
yeah.
the Discord.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Big Discord guy. Huge.
So what else is going on, guys?
Hugely. I don't know, man.
Gigantic.
8:06. That's the time.
8:06.
That is.
Did
the
you guys
time.
talk? I'm sorry if you did. Did you talk about that crazy Chavo Guerrero?
We did.
Yes. Yep.
But I would love to get your take on it.
I'd
He's
like
out
to
of
hear
his
this as
fucking
well.
mind.
I
He's out of
think
his
so
mind.
too.
His whole
So, Matt-
family's falling apart.
Where does Chavo Guerrero fall on the Guerrero scale?
Where does he? He's probably like fourth.
Out of like 4?
Yeah, it's like Eddie, his father, Hector.
Oh, I forgot about Hector. Hector's
Mondo.
a great one.
Mondo.
Now, you can make a case for Chavo being third. I don't know any of the other Guerreros.
Vicky?
Eh,
Is Chavo better than Vicky?
Yes. Chavo is better than Vicky.
No, not even remotely close.
You are wrong.
I love how Kevin's so passionate about this.
Vicky Guerrero is one of the most over bad guys, other than Vince McMahon, ever of all time.
Wait, are you putting Vicky Guerrero on the same level as Vince McMahon?
I said second. I said probably who's a better authority figure, but other than Vince McMahon? Maybe Stephanie.
You're saying authority figure or bad guy? You got to pick one.
Bad person, heel.
Bad person.
Bad heel that you really can't get heat on all the time.
You know what's funny?
And she worked. She did work too, though. So,
Dominic might be better than her at this point.
but he's not a Guerrero.
Well,
He might be. Technically, we don't know that.
Do I put Vicky above?
Matt, my take was Chavo's the least important Guerrero of all time.
I don't know, man. Pepe was pretty good. His stuff with Eddie is great in WCW, like the back and forth comedy stuff.
Kerwin White.
That's a tough one. I don't know where I'd put Chavo.
But my whole thing with Chavo is like people are trying to hold on. No one's holding on to the Guerrero name. People are holding on to the Eddie Guerrero name. Like no one, like when you say Guerrero, no one gives a fuck. With all due respect to these guys, about Mando and Hector and Gory, and like no one gives. It's all about Eddie. It's all it is.
Let me ask you guys. And I only saw the quote. Did anyone actually listen to the interview? Like, is this taken out of
Maybe. I don't know. I just read what you read.
Yeah, I didn't read the entire thing. I grabbed the quote that I sent you guys.
Yeah, like he blasted Ray, and I'm like, dude, it's not Ray's fault, bro. Like, and then I mentioned on the show before you joined us, like Chavo was there when they made a whole storyline about Ray on his quest for the world title, and Chavo was a part of that, and that whole thing was about Eddie. So like, it's very hypocritical to me that like you're blasting people now about it as opposed to when you were there, a part of it.
What if it's a work and Chavo's going to come in and Dom Mysterio's corner?
Hey, Matt, nobody will give a shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Chavo Guerrero is the least important Guerrero of all time, and nobody will give a fuck if Chavo Guerrero comes back and does anything in this. No one. Chavo, we'd love to have you back on the show, though, or on the show for the first time.
I was going to say, it's a bad time to tell you I booked him.
I really hope that you're being serious.
I am not serious. But that was hysterical.
I'll tell him.
You would have told him he was the least?
I would. I mean, I have to at this point.
Was that like when you booked Earl Hebner after I made fun of his fucking 3 count?
I didn't book Earl Hebner.
No,
I
Matt
booked
did.
him. I did book him. It wasn't because I did book Slice Boogie, hoping Tony would talk about his gear, but you didn't.
Yeah. Where's Slice Boogie? I haven't seen hide nor hair of the fella.
I don't know. Is he in that?
Boogie Down?
Was that
He's not in the lawsuit.
championship wrestling from
Oh, I have no idea. I don't think he's worked in a long time.
What was that other thing? The CWF?
Championship Wrestling.
Championship
from
Wrestling
Hollywood.
from Hollywood at one point, but I think that's folded now, isn't
No,
it?
what was the other thing that was like an offshoot of? We had the fucking guy on the show to promote.
Dude, it was all of them. It was the Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. There was an something with, and then like New Japan Strong.
Dickinson and Bennett were supposed to be like the main event for the front champion. Oh, what the fuck?
Independent. What was it? Did it have independent in it? Independent Wrestling from
I
California.
think it's still a thing.
Hollywood Championship Wrestling. No. It was definitely something. They were all like offshoots of each other, and they were all filmed at like the same place.
Yes.
Slice Boogie's still wrestling
Where's he wrestling?
for the Santinos at the school.
Love a good slice of that boogie.
Kind of looks like.
All my shit's all disheveled because I had to put this fucking stupid thing in here.
Hey, we're flying by the seat of our proverbial pants here.
The thing
We're
now.
We're going
Next to
strong,
my
baby.
fucking computer. It's a router.
A candle.
Jesus.
No, it's not a candle. It's a router, bruh.
Sorry. Look at this guy.
Matt, did you change your shirt to come on the show?
What shirt is that?
Yeah, so Kevin was in the queue already when we were still trying to figure out what was going on with the internet. So I did. I was in a long sleeve shirt. I was a little warm.
Is that a villain shirt?
It is a Los Ingrenobles
Okay, good.
de Japón Halloween shirt.
Got to tell you, the other shirt was better, Matt.
The Dungeon of Doom.
Oh yeah.
See his little pumpkin man?
Yeah,
It's cute.
Little pumpkin
Oh, it's
guy.
cute. Thanks, Tony. You fucking chud.
Cute top.
I think the Shining Wizards Halloween shirt was better though.
What was you were talking at the beginning of the show, like you were upset I wasn't gonna break something tonight.
Yeah. We were
Yeah.
kind of glad.
Now it's on the table, Tony.
I don't want to break anything, but Tony was like reveling in my misery.
No, we were reveling in the fact that we were not going to have anything broken this week.
All I could hear was you and fucking handsome Kevin cackling from last week. UWN.
United. Wrestling
Yeah,
Network.
what's his nuts became the champion, didn't he?
Dean
Mike
Marquez.
Bennett.
Chris Dickinson won,
Oh.
then he lost it to Jordan Clearwater, and then Jordan Clearwater lost it to Danny Limelight.
And what happened to it? It's still there.
He's still the champion. They had a show on March 26th
Ooh.
in Louisville, Kentucky.
Big
Ooh.
time.
Derby City Wrestling number 4.
DC Dub.
DC Dub.
DC Dub. DC Dub.
Dub.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I got an ideal.
Hey, what's your ideal?
How about since you're back,
Oh,
we
yeah.
do the pluggies and stuff real quick.
Okay.
And we're not talking Triple H. We're not talking Tony Khan. Since Matt and Kevin are here tonight, maybe it's time to make a little announcement.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Punishment, right?
What the fuck was that? My other computer just tinged. Maybe it knows something. What the? Did you hear that? Like you heard that, right?
Oh yeah.
No, it's like boom, boom.
Bung, bung.
I thought it was just you hitting the microphone.
Me, yes.
Oh, it was weird. It was like a bell or some shit. What the fuck is going on?
You can ring my bell.
Was it the goal horn? It wasn't the goal horn.
Ring
No.
my- Do we get another goal?
No, we
No.
didn't get another goal, but the Devils are on the power play right now. That's right. That's me.
It's Hulk Hogan's every inhale on his preview on his WrestleMania 4 promo. Isn't it creepy?
Fuck, people got a lot of time on their hands. I love it. You want me to read these plugs?
And now the Macho Man's turn.
Every Macho Man in Hill always is with what it is what it is what it is what it is.
It's got to take a lot of time to do shit like that, no?
Yeah, I would think so.
Like pausing video and taking pieces, slicing things out, slice boogieing
Slice
things out.
boogie it out.
There you go.
Hey, did you guys watch any wrestling this week?
I started watching the DVDs that I bought. Maccabea Mania.
Wait, you bought those or you just found them?
Oh no, I found them on eBay and I purchased them.
How many shekels did you put on for these?
They were new. I think I paid $12. Maybe it was like 14 with shipping, maybe, or maybe they were shipped free. I forget. It was like under $14.
So how many DVDs did you get?
2.
So for the price of 2 DVDs, you could sign up for 4 people at the $3 a month tier for Patreon for the Shining
Love it
podcast. And we give you just as much great content as the great Maccabee.
That's right.
Right? He's like an indie wrestler. He did a bunch of shows in Jersey.
Wait, how do we throw you? How do we throw you up there? I don't know how to do this.
See the little guy next to my picture?
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
There you go.
Fuck
buddy.
yeah.
All right. Didn't he do a bunch
Hey, John Cena's joining us.
This fucking asshole. He's got
Oh,
this
there you
fucking
go.
Devils jersey and the
There you go.
flag. Pick a fucking country, dude. Pick a team. Holy guacamoles. Well, look, you could buy 2 weird independent wrestling DVDs on eBay for $12, or for $3 a month, you could join the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast Patreon. And then you can get access to all the bonus content, all the crossword puzzles and the what ifs and the great conversation pieces. I know Hansel Kevin and KJG had a great piece on the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't even know if it came out yet, though. So we have to talk to Tony when he comes back. So patreon.com/Wizards Podcast. Please, if you enjoy the show, head on over there. It's $1 a month. You pay fucking $4 for an energy drink a day, probably, or coffee or cigarettes or whatever fucking awful shit is killing you. Do something nice for yourself. Spend a couple bucks and put a smile on some four handsome guys' faces. I'm a wreck tonight. I was gonna go to dinner, but then there was no dinner to go to because I made dinner. So then I said, "Oh, I don't need to get shower or change or anything." So now I just look like a crazy person. We're going to take this time to thank those that support us over at our Patreon. Kathy Hummer, Queen of the Shining Wizards. Manny Kratzo, the King of the Shining Wizards. Danny Rusinello, at Not Danny Russ on the Twitter machine. Anthony Rusinello from the Mark Order Podcast. Sean Toe. Sean Calejo. Kate the Great Hensler, at Miss Kate Fabe on the Twitter machine. Matt Garifo, at Who Dat Matt 81 on the Twitter machine. No relationship to the KJG. Christine Friesendorf. Mark Parloni, we got to give a shout out to Mark. Mark is facing some health issues here, and he's all tied up in the hospital. Let me see what the message says here. And it was just his birthday. He's been doing some kidney dialysis. So shout out to Mark. We wish you well. You got to kick out, brother. You've been supporting us for a long time, and we got to make it to next year's birthday, and then we can do like a proper celebration for you where you're not in the hospital. So, keep those positive vibes going for Mark Parloni, please. Thomas Cops, the Mott Spock, he's going to be here next week doing a Wizards Rewind with us because he won the Patreon Grand Poopah for April. So next week we're doing a Ring of Honor unauthorized from Wisconsin for 2817 at High Five Tom is where you can find him on the Twitter machine. He's doing the Marking Out ROH Rivalry podcast, part of the Shining Wizards Network. Kieran, my great British friend, Bon Beasley, Eric Freeds, SJ McDonald, Michael Hammond, Matthew Birch, Braden Bergen, Brendan Haney, Ryan Schlong from the Mark Order Podcast, at Mark Order Pod on Twitter, Asian Joe, the Can You Beat That Champion Mike Peterson, at LOL Mike Peterson, Roll, Kevin Rogue, he's over there. He's doing at Year of Pod. He's at JJ Rogue Means. He's a shit heel manager. Throw shit at him. Literal shit, actual shit, garbage, whatever. When he is in JJ Rogue mode, he's making faces down there. It's what he wants. He wants a reaction from the crowd. Give it to him. Give it to him at your finest. Throw whatever's not nailed down at him. All right. It's worth getting kicked out of an independent wrestling show. I know I've been kicked out of one for not pulling a fire alarm because I never did pull the fire alarm. I didn't. I don't care what anybody says. I'll fucking on my mother's grave. I didn't pull that fucking fire alarm. I don't know who pulled it. I don't know why it was pulled, but it wasn't fucking me. And last but certainly not least, he's on the Twitter machine at W Mercier Jr., the one, the only William Mercier Jr.
lives are going to be in William Mercier's hands. You know what I mean? Let's go Devils.
Kevin, I know what you mean. Look, you look like the Zamboni driver.
I can't tell I can't tell what that means.
I don't know what it means either. I just assume the man that drives the Zamboni is dressed like that, like with the gear. I don't know about the leather hat, but definitely a Devil's hat.
So I wear it because it's red and black, and that's the reason why. But and I don't have any other Devil's hats that I would wear. The only Devil's hat that I have, I bought because it looked really good. It was a white hat, but it was very silverly and sparkly, and so I don't wear it.
Was it a lady's hat?
No, but it could be.
Did you get a hat? The hat that just said "hat" on it?
The hat? I'm a completist. I have all the Harrison Avenue Tavern hats.
No, not that. The Devils, didn't they make a hat and it just says "hat" on
Oh,
it?
no, I don't have one of those. I know I get those. I'm not frowning on those, but I don't own them.
Tony, I gave a shout out to Mark Parloni, so you don't need to do that.
Thank you very much.
But
You're welcome very much. Oh, also we have a network, ShiningWizardsNetwork.com. Fucking go there. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just noticing that StreamYard, as much as we hate it, you could play around with it now. Did you know this?
They have added a couple new things. I just haven't had time to tool around with it. What do you got for? Oh,
what do you think of this?
What is this? I feel like.
So from now on, if we don't want to make our guest be like 90% of the screen, we could futz around with a little bit of a layout change.
So would the guest be right in the middle?
You could put them wherever you want, honestly. Isn't this kind of neat? No?
I'll put them on Handsome Kevin's face.
Oh, exactly where they belong.
All right.
So what's this? Hold on. So Tony, you're watching shitty independent wrestling from 20 years ago. What about the you two fellers?
I watched the little Raw and AEW.
Oh, sorry, Handsome Kevin. Please, how do you feel about this hot potato with this TNT championship?
I don't give a shit about Wardlow. I don't care. You put Arn Anderson with his fake little fucking finger bang gun on him. Don't give a fuck. The bloom is off the rose. He's the least important Guerrero of all time.
Wardlow Guerrero?
Wardlow Guerrero is I'm done with him. Because that belt means nothing anymore. And why do? So let me ask you this: this was in Wardlow's hometown, right?
I thought they were in Pittsburgh.
No, I think they were in Michigan. I thought they were in Michigan. I could be way off on that, but I thought they were kind of where Wardlow is from.
I think Wardlow's from Pittsburgh.
Maybe they were in Pittsburgh then.
Because I think Britt was there too, because she got a big pop and then they beat the dog shit out.
I feel like they were in Pittsburgh like the week before, though.
I did not print up notes because I didn't think I was gonna be on the show.
Be here. Let me see. I mean, I don't know if they're in the notes.
Wait, are we worried about Wardlow in the notes?
We want to know where Dynamite was last week.
Who gives a fuck? We got breaking news, people.
What are you spoiling? Are you spoiling Raw?
I am spoiling everything behind the scenes at Raw. So if you don't want to hear it, tough titties.
Oh, because Vince McMahon's there?
CM Punk was backstage at WWE Raw in Chicago, according to Talon. PW Insider reported that CM Punk was briefly backstage at April 24th's WWE Raw. Okay. Those that we spoke to said they got eyes on Punk, speaking to talent, including The Miz, who he had crosswords with on Twitter in the past. There was also word that he briefly spoke with Triple H. Several talent have been told that CM Punk was asked to leave by Jim Kelly, WWE's head of security, but that has not been confirmed. Numerous wrestlers believe that the move was a publicity stunt for an AEW return soon.
Lots and lots to digest there.
That's a lot to unpack, fellas.
Wow. Well, if you believe the rumor mill, this third AEW show is a go on the premise that CM Punk is going to be returning at that show.
But why would he just show up at Raw? Like,
I mean, obviously he was let in.
Yeah.
So does this, Matt, in the sports world, this would probably be considered contract tampering? No, I mean, if you're under contract with somebody else and you go show up at,
explain Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
Fair.
You know.
I mean, if he's just there to see friends,
I mean, it's not like he was on camera or anything.
What was like the most high profile version of this prior to just what Tony just broke right now? Was it the TNA?
The Highlander guy?
Huh?
The Highlander guy showing up on fucking TNA,
No, it
whatever?
it was when like Road Dogg and Killings and like Conan like went to go see. Do you guys remember that? It was like in like the Universal Studios.
Oh, when they were taping the Royal Rumble commercial?
Yeah, and they brought like the balloons and the cookies and shit.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
And so like they just showed up because they were all there. So like, all right, so CM Punk, Chicago, I can understand that. But he went and started shit with my dear good close personal friend, The Miz?
No, he didn't say start shit.
Talking to him.
I heard crosswords, I heard.
Yes, talking to him, somebody who they've had crossed words in the past. Perhaps CM Punk is mending fences.
Maybe he's on step 9.
He's been clean. No, I get what you're saying, but he's been clean and sober for a very long time. He probably if he's on step 9, this is like his he's been straight edge out forever.
I was gonna
like
let you.
He's not like step 9. That makes no sense.
I was letting you tie the knot for that one, my friend.
I'm on step 9.
I was like, all right, let's see where this is going.
What is step 9?
Making amends.
Who are you making amends with?
I'm not making amends. I'm not on step 9.
It's Kevin.
I'm
He makes
you're
amends with
real
all
like
amends.
ornery tonight. I got him. So I'm pulling a lot of audio because
I'm pulling other things over here.
Last couple weeks, Kevin has said a lot of negative things about people. Like
No, that's not true. He just hates Chavo Guerrero.
I
Bro,
love
he doesn't
Chavo
hate
Guerrero.
Chavo Guerrero.
No,
but
he said something. Somebody else could fucking kick rocks. He said last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, maybe I did.
Yeah, no, I like it. No, I'm all for it. I like it because I can't be the only one that wants everybody to fucking kick rocks. PJ Polacco, fucking Jacques Rougeau, fucking Ken Patera, and Charlie Haas. Fucking kick rocks, you shit bags.
Don't forget, what's his name? Fucking Superstar Graham.
Superstar.
I can't wait for him to fucking die.
Yeah, so that's
And,
where you lose me. You lose me on Charlie Haas and wishing death on people.
Look, man, Charlie Haas. Look, I already killed the Dynamite Kid. All right.
That's true.
Charlie Haas said he would do.
I almost killed Diana Ross today.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he almost killed Diana Ross.
Like the real Diana Ross.
Yeah, for real. Let me ask you.
Oh,
Pure Dynamite, still top of the wrestling books?
who?
Dynamite Kid.
No.
Pure Dynamite. You don't think?
No, that book sucks.
That book sucks. That book is amazing.
Out of all the wrestling books, you're gonna put that up at the top over the
Well-
Bret book, over the Mick Foley book.
Not over the Bruno book.
All right, fair enough. I don't know if I've ever read the Bruno book, not the fucking Mid-South book with the about JYD.
Matt, if you read the Bruno book, it'll put you to sleep just like a Bruno match.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, if it hugs me like
Let
a
me
bear
guess.
hug-
Bruno, the least important San Martino, right?
That's right, David, all the way.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of David and the other. Didn't we have a San Martino on our show?
Yeah, I want to say Eric. I hope I'm right.
Eric is more important than Bruno.
Yeah, fuck Eric San Martino.
Eric
more
Bruno.
more gooder than Chavo Guerrero.
We're gooder.
Eric Bruno might be my favorite. That might be the name of the show.
Daryl San Martino. Jesus.
Daryl.
Eric fucking Bruno. That's a shirt.
Eric Bruno's the name of the episode. Let me write that down.
Yeah.
What was it last? What was it? Juice Ferguson.
And Eric Bruno.
Fucking Juice Ferguson. Rock hard.
What do we call him?
Rock Hard Juice Ferguson.
Matthew Birch confirms AEW was in Pittsburgh last week.
Okay.
I think Wardlow's from like the Cleveland area, but he
Who gives a shit? Everybody in their hometown now gets to win the TNT title.
Listen, Donk, Matthew
Tony's not
Birch-
wrong.
I'm not. What?
And I love AEW.
Do you?
Newark, baby. How many tournaments can we have this week, I ask you?
Well, we had the Pillar tournament, Tony.
Fuck the pillars.
Yeah, someone got to buy.
I'm going to fucking suffocate him with a pillow to fucking pillars.
Dobby got to buy.
Jungle
Just put him
Boy,
with the
my
Bruno
fucking
match, Tony.
balls. You think his fucking pubic hairs look like his hair? Like they're all frizzy and shit like that?
Who's that?
Fucking Jungle Boy. Jungle Man. Her. Sassafras.
I gotta wonder. Do
He's
the
probably
men
clean
shave their genitals?
Yeah, he's probably clean down there.
Who?
The
What do you mean
wrestlers?
Yeah, they.
Probably not.
No.
It's probably some manly kind of. I bet you Ricky Stark shaves his balls and shit. I bet you he does.
Manscaped.
Probably.
Yeah, but Manscaped's like the trimming, right? You still got something there because if you shave it all off, then you get itchy.
Shave it
When
all
it starts to grow back, right? Or you got to shave every day.
every other day.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah,
right.
you gotta keep. You gotta
knows?
keep. You gotta keep a muff like up top. You have to.
Man, a man muff.
Yeah, like a man muff.
Fucking
Do you
shaving,
know the Man Muff Man?
shaving a fucking top hat into your groin, Tony? Is that what you're...
Tony, are we gonna
Tony's helping out at weddings, like going to
just leave the ball hair. You got yourself an Abe.
yeah.
Tony, are we under the assumption you assume every wrestler's hair up top looks like their hair covering their genitals?
Yes.
So Jungle Boy has crazy hair.
Yes.
Darby's just got this, just a strip.
Yes,
Luchasaurus has
Stings-
a mask.
Stings is bald.
Sting's balls.
What Jade Cargill's got the crazy like green hair, purple hair.
Yeah.
How's
Like
she
Ma-
keep it in when she's wearing them tight pants though? She's always wearing them like they're very
I would imagine she uses a merkin.
American.
Yeah.
American males.
American
American males.
Hot Spock says Carlito.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Carlito's
great
got
question.
he's got a fucking pool cue afro hair down there.
Cool, cute afro hair.
Yeah, bro.
No,
That's
I was
cool.
saying Matthew
Cool
Birch is a great
Which
It's a
end?
triangle.
Yeah, but which end?
The down end.
Which end? What do you think? He's got a fucking hairy butthole?
Probably does.
I don't understand the pool cue reference.
Because it's
that
a
could
triangle
That could either
shape,
be
bro.
good or bad.
No, it's a triangle shape.
A
Yeah, the
pool
band
cue
part-
is not a triangle. Are you talking about the
Oh, the fucking rack, not the cue.
Yeah,
My bad.
because like the part that you hold on the cue, like this, like that, like the back end is all right, but you don't want the part that you hit the ball with. Boom.
Boom.
So
That's where
anyway,
we are at the show.
I was trying to say Matthew Birch is a great supporter, and he was giving us facts, Tony, and you're like screaming. Now, please, you're upset that Wardlow won the title in his hometown. You don't like a Tony Khan moment?
See this?
Yeah.
That's either Carlito's big hairy asshole or I have zero fucks to give about the TNT championship.
So I think I know where Matt's going with this. Matt, are you comparing like because AEW does a lot of moments? I'm not.
Oh, do they ever?
Oh boy.
But I know you hate the WrestleMania moments.
Yep.
You're not comparing the two, are you?
No, because they happen way too often in AEW. Like
Okay.
he books, he being Tony Khan, books for moments.
Yes. Which is terrible at the expense of what they did with that hot potato TNT championship.
Hey, they got a big moment coming Wednesday.
Yeah, do we know what they're announcing? The new TV show, CM Punk's return,
Who gives
a
a
rematch between Sammy Guevara and
gives a
Jungle
fuck?
Boy.
Who gives a fuck? I'll tune in Wednesday at 10:15 and hear a bunch of idiots going, "Oh, it's the greatest thing ever! I can't believe it."
Wow. Well, nobody's here to defend themselves either. I was just
I don't give a fuck.
talk about
You
my-
want AEW news? You stick to Monday nights.
Matt,
Yes.
do you think if we get a Darby Allin MJF main event on this show, how
Darby.
stacked does the rest of the show have to be for anyone to give a fuck about that?
Oh,
main event?
gives a shit. Fucking Ruby Riot and fucking and Paige here and give them all fucking matches.
Are we doing blood and guts? We have to do blood and guts between the elite.
Fuck yeah.
and
Let Thunder Rosa come back and kick them all between the legs.
somebody. I don't know.
Did Ty Valkyrie win the title yet?
Now Wednesday night she faces Jade.
Oh, is it in her hometown of fucking Quebec? Is it in Montreal? I don't know where she's from.
I'm not sure where she's from.
She's definitely from Canada.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where.
I
Canada.
think Vampiro's her dad.
Wow, someone really
Wait, Vampiro's her dad? Yo, there was a spot. It was some fucking AAA show this weekend. Vampiro took a fucking basement drop kick and he just sat there and went like this. And he rolled out of the ring. I was like, what in the fuck, dude? Vampiro's off the deep end. Could be the least important Guerrero ever.
Yeah, isn't he like? Isn't he like dying? Doesn't he have? Like,
Yeah, like he has like some sort of. I thought, but he.
Yeah, but you gotta sell, bro.
If you're dying, you still have to sell.
Well, you're gonna put yourself in a match.
Yeah. All right. He's got Alzheimer's.
Early onset, I'm guessing.
Oh, so we just forgot.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what to do.
He's like, I thought I was at the library.
Dude, have you ever looked at his fucking Wikipedia? Let's see. He has a daughter named Dasha. There's
Dasha
a
Vampiro?
There's a documentary called Vampiro Angel Devil Hero.
That's right.
In July 2019, Vampiro reportedly had a break-in at his house. He got startled and jumped 15 feet to the ground from his bedroom window, which broke his back.
Ooh.
In a letter posted
Make him humble.
on a letter posted on the JCW website in 2012, he admitted to having a brain tumor and stomach cancer.
Yeah, so let's book him in a fucking match. What are we doing?
He said brain tumor, a stomach cancer, and now he has Alzheimer's disease, and he's a vampire.
Well, he probably
he's a
forgot he had
Hell's Angel?
cancer, and he said, "I'll wrestle."
And he's been on many ICP albums.
Of course, he has.
Interesting. Vampiro.
To the greatest show.
What a shame. You know, he's only 55.
Oh, he looks it.
He actually looks pretty good for all that shit.
He looks 55, bro.
Where do you go to find?
Tony, you're 55. What are you talking about?
I look fantastic.
That's a great point.
How do you come across these clips, Tony? You don't watch any wrestling, but then you find this weird shit.
Yeah, man. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Nah, you see what fucking Handsome Kevin spent fucking 8 minutes talking about video games to start the show.
Oh, what are you, jelly?
I'm not jelly. It was.
What are you playing these days?
I'm not playing anything.
Playing with yourself is what you're doing.
You wish, buddy.
I wish. Yes, I want the video of that.
Do you?
Easy,
Yes.
I can make that happen.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Weird, but
Fuck
okay.
yeah, dude.
It's not.
Wednesday night, pop in on the fucking AEW show and just start fucking flicking your bean in front of everybody. Be like, hey, what's up?
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. You're asking that now?
Tony, tournaments.
Is your passion gone, Tony?
My passion?
For professional wrestling?
No, it's not gone anywhere.
All right, you concern me. You see me like you're angry about everything.
Wait, Kevin's the angry one tonight. Why am I angry? I'm not angry.
I couldn't be in a better mood.
Oh.
What Chavo? That's where you're at?
Tony, retort.
I was thinking Supremo myself.
That's right.
Look,
Ray Canoli's
I'm
at the
Supreme.
Supremo Bakery.
Oh no! Oh no! I can't grab things. I'm Supreme.
Was that? I thought that was Messiah.
Who gives a shit? Doesn't
It
matter.
was Messiah, yeah.
Well, Supreme does because he probably has both his fucking thumbs, dude.
Look, I'm Messiah. I can make things magically appear.
Like, where is
spreading fucking
Stumpkin? Where
fake
is Stumpkin? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a limb. I don't have appendages. No more thumbs. No more thumbs. No more thumbs, Tony. Write that down too, just in
Fuck
case.
yeah, dude. No more thumbs.
Are you guys ready to get Tony hot?
With
What, you guys
what capacity?
Fucking flick your bean.
Yeah, flicker bean competition with Snitsky.
In a recent interview, the TNT champion said the ultimate dream match: Wardlow Goldberg.
Wembley Stadium. Goldberg will be your new TNT
You know what? If they're sowing the seeds for it, let them fucking have at it.
They tarped off the goddamn place, so yeah, they're gonna sell.
Hey, listen, Goldberg's hometown is London, Ontario. London,
Ontario. That'll do him well at Wembley, won't it?
Goldberg is from London. He's born and raised there. Have him have his moment, beat Wardlow for the TNT championship, and then have him lose it to Adam Cole in wherever he's from. Where's Adam Cole from?
You know, I saw your thing, Kevin, that you sent about the HK. Excuse me.
The rest, yeah.
About the seating. It doesn't make any sense.
What?
But
They have like 45,000 people signed up for the pre-sale. If each of those people buy 2 tickets, that's the whole stadium.
Yeah, but half of it, like a third of it's tarped off because of the production. But that's typically what they do anyway.
Yeah, and then they'll release more as the show gets closer.
Oh man, I'm gonna release more if they fucking book Wardlow and Goldberg.
Wardlow,
Goldberg.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
Oh boy.
Tony, what's your announcement?
Oh, now have not worked out the finer details yet. It's what we call a WIP, a work in progress. And I say we because there is a punishment committee. And I'm happy to say that it's me and HK.
God. Okay, well, at least you admit you're in this committee, you fucking chud.
It's going to be an entire episode of Kevin versus Matt. And we've got a whole like Laugh Olympics in the works.
There's 2 Kevins. Be more specific with your feedback.
Well, you and me, because
You both lost, dummy.
It's a great point.
I said handsome Kevin's on the committee with me. Why would I punish him?
Because you rig every other committee you're in. So what?
Well, and they're also in the other committee. So
Yeah.
I'm with you, Kev. It makes sense.
Yeah. Whew.
I was thinking the end of May, but there's somebody who has a fucking championship that wants to defend it at the end of May. So we might have to push it off to June. And I'm mindful of your scheduling for the summer, Matt. So
I'm off. Monday's my day, man. You're good.
okay. So then maybe we're going to target the first week of June, maybe. But it's going to be an all-out bash. We don't have a title yet. It's like I said, it's a work in progress, but we do have it figured out what we're going to do. We just need to figure out all the implementations and whatnot. But it's going to be an entire episode of you two battling each other. Because quite honestly, as great as I am,
and can you beat that?
oh no. I'm not putting any
fucking
cards
with each
before any
other?
horses yet. No. It's going to be structured. It's going to be competitions. There's going to be food and beverages, and there's going to be trivias and questions and things like that.
Food and beverages.
Oh yeah. We got it all figured out.
It sounds like you have nothing figured out because you can't tell us the fucking thing.
No.
Are we going to be in person for this?
No. It's going to
So-
be Matt versus
so
Kevin.
Are you going to deliver the groceries to me?
They're going to be shipped to both of you if we decide to go that route. Yes, we'll have everything taken care of. Don't you worry.
Matt, I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, you're going to feel great because it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
But I'm not going to eat. What if I'm allergic to something?
Oh my God. You think of like the most fucking off the wall nonsense. What if I'm allergic to something?
I'm pretty sure his nonsense was more off the wall than my nonsense.
What are you allergic to?
Everything.
You're so full of shit. You sound like a 4-year-old.
That's right.
better bring an EpiPen.
Get some more Benadryl. I still don't know what it is, but I'm in. So
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm in.
Matzbach, no, it is not a bamboozled competition, and it's not a bean boozle competition. If
I
that's
don't
what you
understand.
meant.
Like, me versus Kevin in what?
And yeah, like
Oh,
what,
it's
what are the-
gonna be
all
be an entire like Wizards Olympics kind of thing. There's gonna be there's gonna be trivia. There's gonna be like questions. There's gonna be food and drink. It's
Trivia
gonna
and
be awesome.
questions are the same fucking.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 2 hours.
No,
of
no, it's
trivia?
not. No, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. Because you can ask a question and it's not trivia.
Yeah, man. I'm kinda
We
with
ask
you on
questions
this.
every week on this show, and it's not trivia. There's no right or wrong answers.
You know, Kev,
But how is it a competition if there's nothing that's right or wrong?
Oh no, it's a competition. Trust me.
All right, whatever. I mean, I pushed back on the Tony roast, and that ended up being fantastic. So
Fair.
Yep.
I guess-
And
I
this
guess I gotta
time,
tr-
you
I gotta trust
guys
them.
get to be in the hot seat, not me. We had
Right.
Tony Appreciation Day. We had the roast of Tony. Now it's going to be Matt versus Kevin. Wizards collide, or whatever we're going to call it.
Like a WrestleMania 5 poster, Savage and Hogan.
I'm going to get fucking Matt Squires on that shit. Actually, that'd be fucking amazing.
all right,
Like the two of you, like face to face, fist to fist. Ooh, fist to fist.
dick.
That sounds good too. HK.
Maybe we could get a little fisting. Maybe we could get Al on that little artwork from Al.
Oh, now we're talking.
As long as we
Tony,
don't-
what was that song that we used to play? What was it?
Oh, meat to meat. That's
Me to me.
That's me and Matt. Sorry, I didn't mean
as
to-
long as you don't get whoever does your intros, the commercials, we'll get the show in June.
Wow, that's a knock on you, HK.
I was waiting for him to get to it. I didn't know.
Fair enough. I'll little
Hey, can we get Big Rig Betty for this competition?
No, dude, you gotta go through fucking CBS to get those ladies.
Somebody had an interview with someone from Glow recently. BK Rhythm was interviewed by somebody.
Hey, that's not fucking Women of Wrestling.
Yeah, it is. BK Rhythm's Women of Wrestling.
Is it? I don't fucking know. Do you still?
I'm telling you. I'm not asking.
They had to go through fucking CBS. Do you want the email?
Yes, send it to me. I'm gonna be like, yo. Oh, you don't have to send it to me right now. I'm not gonna send it now. Jesus.
Don't Jesus me.
But I like this. I like this. Handsome Kevin and I, we got a lot of great things in the hopper for this competition. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good fun. Good, wholesome family entertainment.
You know what, Tony? I trust you.
A lot of laughs. It'll be fun.
It's gonna be great.
It'll be great.
You guys have buckets, right?
Buckets.
I actually do have a bucket literally right there.
Yeah, you're gonna need a bucket.
Gonna
need a bucket.
You're gonna
Yeah,
need
get a bucket. Bucket's important.
probably water too. Probably lots of water.
What is there?
Nah, you won't need water.
Nah, maybe water. Nah, maybe not.
Because I'm not throwing up.
What's up to you?
This is
Be mindful. I do. If I can't get shit faced, I gotta work the next.
No,
day.
no alcohol.
Yeah,
No
throw it.
alcohol. No alcohol.
What the fuck do I need a bucket for?
To put two.
It's
tubes.
part of the competition.
Yeah,
like a
dude.
brand new bucket or like a bucket I've been
Yes,
used.
go out and buy a new bucket. Bed Bath and Beyond's going out of business. You could probably get one real cheap.
They're always going out of business.
I still have like dishwater in the or washing machine
Even
water in the
better.
bucket. over
Even
there.
better.
All right,
Leave it in
well,
there.
stay tuned for this.
Probably empty the washing the
Oh,
bucket before that.
Man, you have no faith, man. I'm disappointed.
You're giving me nothing. You're giving me the
Oh,
skeleton.
I'm giving you something.
No,
It's
you're not giving the fans anything. They have nothing to look forward to.
Yeah, so the
Respect-
punishment is never supposed to be a surprise.
Wait, no. We are definitely giving the fans something to look forward to.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
We gave them a teaser, and we also let them know that Tony and I are kind of co-authing this punishment. So
But when you
The
announce
fans
the
can
punishment,
trust.
you announce the punishment. This isn't like a surprise gimmick. Like you have to.
No,
let
the
us know.
punishment is a competition between you and Matt.
But why do I need a freaking bucket?
Well, you don't have to have a bucket. Bucket recommended.
yeah, you could get a pillowcase.
Yeah,
You know, the
pillowcase
last
will work.
time you two conspired on something and you left him in charge, he fucked up the whole game. So
I didn't fuck up the game.
Well, technically, he's not in charge. He's lending a few helping
I
hands.
think me and Matt are just whatever this competition is. I think it's gonna be me and Matt versus you two jerks.
Jerks.
I'm in for it. Whatever it is.
Yeah,
bring
no,
it.
of course I'm in.
Bring it.
Just humor.
Bring it.
I just got to confirm your addresses. Actually, I have your addresses already.
For my address. What is if fucking Miko Maestro shows up at my house? You're gonna watch a
The Mighty Maccabee showing up.
That's probably why you need the bucket.
I don't even know who the fucking Mighty Maccabee is.
I'll let you borrow the
Mighty-
DVDs when I'm done with them.
Thanks. Can't wait.
Actually, I'm going to see if I have time. Maybe this or next weekend, I'll do a DVD rip. and
We
I'll-
do a fucking wrestling podcast, and Tony can't watch anything from the current day. He's got to watch the fucking Mighty Maccabee.
See, but this is the problem.
PW.
We've gotten away from talking about the past on this show. Like all we do is like, oh, AEW, hey, fucking Wardlow. Oh, great, he won the fucking belt again. You know what? Sometimes it's good to go back to the past, man. Especially since Turnbuckle Throwbacks is practically non-existent anymore.
Don't even put us in that. Don't you dare put us in that with them.
With them.
like you put, wow, Tony, you literally just you literally stepped on your own foot right there.
What do you mean?
Meaning like you putting us in the same category as like the Turnbuckle Throwbacks? With all due respect.
No, we're
You
missing
can't say
that.
something like that and then say with all due respect.
I can. I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, but then you just look like you're talking out of both ends of your mouth.
Of course, but I can still
I'll
say
say it for you, Kevin. Why are you putting us in the same sentence as those fucking chuds?
When you say those chuds, it's just Phil.
All right, that chud. Chode. What do
You
you
got enough for
fucking
two
want?
chuds.
I feel like
You want to do
sometimes
a
we
fucking throwback every week?
no, but we need to bring a little different slice of wrestling to the people. Something that maybe people weren't aware of, like the history of the Guerrero family.
Or how about nailed or failed?
Ooh, I like the way you think. I don't have entrance music or starter music, so we could just do this.
Nailed it, failed it. This is an idea that I believe
Fucking Brundle Trundle came up with this one.
Brundle Trundle, and then Tony elaborated.
What is this music?
I
It's
like
giving
it.
me the music.
It's smooth. It's making me in the mood. It's putting me in the mood.
It's not really making me.
Put your
feel
dick
Talking
away.
about chuds.
Jesus.
Kevin, do his thing, Tony. You fuck.
All right, so this is the premiere edition of Nailed It or Failed It, where we will go over a list. I believe me and Handsome Kevin have compiled a list of wrestlers that have either been called up from the main roster from NXT or have made a jump from one promotion to the other. And we just kind of want to dissect whether or not the promotion that these performers came from were nailed or failed. And I will start, Kevin, if you don't mind.
Oh, am I keeping score?
Go right ahead.
Am I judging who's?
Is there a winner? There's no.
There's no winner. You just say if Tony, you can just
Oh,
say if
sorry,
it was
if you wanna
nailed
say the
or it
nailed-
was failed.
Yeah, if you want to say the nailed or failed, yes. But no one. There's no between us. There's no winner or loser here. So I'm going to start off with what brought the spirit of the dance here, and that is a call up from NXT. And I would love to see how you guys feel about a very prominent tag team on the main roster right now, and that is the Street Profits. Do you think WWE has nailed it or failed it with the Street Profits? And there's a lot to unpack there. So I'll start, I guess. If you guys want to think about it, let me know who wants to go first with the finger raised, and I will get right to you. Of course, or just do that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Now, look, my knowledge of the current WWE product is not great.
Okay.
So I did have to pull up the Wikipedia here.
Yeah, pull it up.
Pull it out.
We are. What is this?
It's easy thinking music.
It'll help you digest and think.
They are
Get a bucket.
tag team holders of both the SmackDown and the Raw tag titles, but the question that I like to ask is,
I love it because I think I know exactly where you're going with it.
Is there rise, right? Or is it pushed off of course because of the pandemic, right? Because were they not involved with the ninjas and all that stupid shit?
That's not at all where I thought you were going with it. But I don't recall the ninjas thing. Is that
music, dude?
Yeah.
Fucking killing me.
Yeah. You might as well have the goal horn behind there the entire time we're talking about this.
Don't encourage him.
No, I know, but let's be honest. I don't remember the ninja thing, but Matt, where I thought you were going was maybe could they?
Sorry, I was trying to stop the other thing, and I wanted to play in that. My bad.
Are we limiting the potential of Montez Ford by having him stick around in this tag team this entire time for this long? Is basically my question. Is why I kind of picked them.
I mean, they're over. They're an over tag team.
They are. But all right, so everyone, the Usos are an example of a tag team that is insane, right? But there was a time where they were dead in the water too. And then all of a sudden now this story, yeah. Usama! Which I respect. But we gotta throw that in there. But so is there any more to get out of the Street Profits as a tag team?
I will say I'm not entirely sure what the because if you decide you're gonna break them up, where does Montez Ford fall? Right, we know he's a superstar, but
Dawkins is done.
Does he just end up
in another tag team somewhere else,
or just lost in the shuffle? He's just a dude that's doing jobs to fucking Bobby Lashley on Raw.
He goes back. I think if they break up, and Handsome Kevin, if they break up, I think Angelo Dawkins is a perennial and this is no disrespect, he's been around forever. He's maintained the job for a very, very fucking long time. But to me, I feel like he's the perennial tag team wrestler, whereas Montez Ford is the breakout star.
I don't know about that. I think both of them have star quality. I think
Dawkins does.
I do, but I think it's as a heel.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I really do, and I think that
okay. I actually like that. I dig that.
I think that their run as a tag team has been fantastic. I think I've liked them in pretty much everything they've done outside of that little deal that they were doing with the Viking Raiders. I thought that was silly, and it wasn't for me. But outside of that, as a tag team, they're fantastic. I think both of them have star power. I think that if you split them and you can get a program out of the two of them that will elevate both of them. So I think, my opinion, we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, we're talking about two Marty Jannettis here. I don't see it for either one of them. Fuck these guys. Although the whole purpose of this, they came up from NXT. They won some tag team gold. They're very popular. They want the smoke. Tony says nailed it. Lucky.
I will also say nailed it.
Yeah, I'll go nailed it.
I go nailed it.
See, that's the thing. Like, it's what did they do since they came up, and they've been a successful team.
They've been tremendous. So it was just an interesting dynamic, and I thought that a lot of the hype for Montez had an Elimination Chamber match. He has had more singles matches in higher profile situations than Dawkins. And Matthew Birch mentioned, I hate how everyone discounts Angelo Dawkins. Like, he is also really freaking good. Yeah, he's good, but I don't think he has what Ford has. So that was my first one. Kev, I know you have a couple of names too that you want to mention. So if you want to go next.
Yeah. I am going to point to another tag team, Kevin, that I don't know that I remember anybody being as over when they arrived as Enzo and Big Cass.
I'm going to go first. I don't even need to think about it. Failed it. 100%. 100%.
I concur on that one.
And they didn't do themselves any favors either. So 100% failed it.
Although I will tell you, if your
debut was great.
If Enzo doesn't have the problems that he did, him in the cruiserweight division, I was on board with that. I could have saw something there, but yeah, bringing them up.
Failed it.
This is a good one. I always wonder what is different if the Vaudevillains don't get hurt in that match.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? Because all the blame went on Enzo for that. And I think that was the end of the Enzo Cass tag team thing. And, he got dragged in the mud because we were there when he showed up for the cruiserweights. And he was fucking doing good, but
fucking Gabagulak still pops me to this day.
Yeah, I think that's a failed it, man. I think it's a failed it.
HK,
your topic.
So, quite honestly, I think that for a while it was completely nailed. Completely nailed. I don't think that there's many other people that had the crowd in the palm of their hand at that time, like Enzo did. I think Big Cass was kind of coming to his own. I hated that they split them up, but they couldn't get any mileage out of it, obviously, for many reasons. But yeah, I think initially it was nailed. And then obviously for reasons outside of wrestling predominantly, it became failed. So
failed?
Ultimately.
All right. How about this?
Look at this.
Speaking of ultimately, why don't we talk about that's obviously a fail. We're not talking about Ultimate Warrior to WCW. We are talking about how about Ultimo Dragon making his debut in WWE? Nailed it or failed it?
I will take a powder on this because I didn't even know this ever happened.
You didn't realize Ultimo Dragon was in WWE?
I was not watching, and I didn't even know that. I'm going to look it up right now.
He wrestled in. Didn't he wrestle in?
He was
NXT?
at WrestleMania 20.
He was in that cruiser.
Yeah, he fucking slipped on the ramp.
That was a gauntlet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a cruiserweight battle royal thing, and he was hyped up. He was probably the most hyped cruiserweight coming in since Mysterio came in prior, and I don't know how far off they were, but I think it's a good maybe year or two, maybe a few months. But he was brought in, and his debut, I think like Chavo is on commentary or Ray's on commentary, and then like Billy Kidman comes in as like a bad guy. He's sitting in the fucking front row as like a heel. And so Ultimo Dragon showed up in WWE. I think he was the cruiserweight champion.
No,
So there's that. I think he was.
I don't think so.
You might be right, Tony. You know what? This is probably this was on the bottom of the list.
I think Billy Kidman came in as the cruiserweight champion.
He was never the cruiserweight champion
in WWE. Okay, so I probably should have. This was on like the last one on
No,
my
you're
list, but
good.
because he said ultimately, I was like, I know that's a good segue. To me, I don't think there's any question. This was a fail.
Yeah, it had
Ultimo
no
Dragon.
legs. It had no legs, to be honest with you.
It had no legs to begin with.
Yeah, so I agree with Kevin. I am also going failed. HK.
He tripped twice at WrestleMania 20 at the entrance and in the ring.
Probably.
I was there. I don't remember the ring one. I remember
The entrance was
I
definitely.
remember the ramp one. That's like famous.
So I was super excited because they did like, remember when Rey Mysterio was coming and they did like that those brief like they'd show the mask.
And
Right.
we hadn't seen, and the last time we saw Mysterio was Sans mask.
And
So,
they
like,
did
now.
Yep. They did the same thing with Ultimo Dragon. It was the video packages were almost identical to each other.
Right.
And so I was excited, but then he got there and there something that didn't click. He just didn't click for whatever reason. So I think it ends up being a fail for me.
Yeah, so I'm guessing, and Matt obviously said he's taking a powder. So that's 3. That's the majority. That's a fail. Ultimo Dragon and WWE just did not work. And I wonder, I guess because he was like, you can make the point, Rey Mysterio is like one of the greatest of all time, but you can make the point that Ultimo Dragon was like one of the best like ever, like all around flyer, technical ground worker. He had way more than Mysterio for the most part was aerial.
Mhm.
Ultimo could do it all.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like if you think about it was
The
kind of
English
like
language too probably had a lot to do with it.
it was kind of like when Great Sasuke came in. He was supposed to be like the face of the light heavyweight division, and then all of a sudden Taka Michinoku that was the guy that everybody flocked to. That was the guy everybody got.
I think that was more of a contract thing than a popularity thing.
Yeah, but I think people were more into Taka though. I think people gravitated more toward him as opposed to Sasuke. But anyway, if you don't mind,
You're winging it?
we were talking about tag teams. I've got one that
boy.
probably had much more potential than Enzo and Cass. I'm talking about Paul Ellering's Authors of Pain. What in the blue hell happened to these fucking guys? How do you take two big monsters like this? Paul Ellering with them, they fucking ruled NXT. Up to the main roster, what's the first thing they do? They shit can Paul Ellering.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? How do you take two beefy fucking guys like that and turn that into dog shit?
All right, so you obviously clearly know that you failed this, right?
Oh, of course I failed it. Failed it 100%.
I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail it too, but I never had any high hopes for them to begin with.
No,
One
I
guy
did.
one guy looked like he was 6 years old and does like a massive fucking body. The one guy was awesome. He had potential, but the other guy was just like, all right, this guy doesn't look. He's like, he was Angelo Dawkins to me.
Yeah, but NXT, they were fucking ripping through everything there, dude.
Yeah.
Fair, but like as soon as they were brought up, I was like, it was the one dude. I forgot. What is it? Takar and Razor or
Akam.
Akam
Akam and Razor. You're thinking about Ninja Turtles there, Kevin.
Or as I like to call them, the Rusinellos.
The AOP.
That's where that comes from, people.
So I got one that you can look at twice, I think.
Wait, we're all
the
failed? We all
That 100% failed.
I think we can look at this I think twice. And it's going to be Sean Waltman. both going to WCW and then back to WWE?
I'll dive in right away. Both nailed both.
You know what? I kind of agree with Kevin.
It's not even like there's no doubt in my mind that they nailed both.
The only thing that anybody that I think could question is while he was in WCW, he was sort of NWO, but the nice thing about his run was they let him do his own thing. And a lot of what he did was like, it wasn't completely like, oh, we all got to run in and fucking save 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had great matches with people, and they were, even though his NWO was outside that NWO bubble.
No, I totally disagree with that.
Really?
He was 100. All the promos that Scott Hall and Kevin Nash would cut as soon as Sean Waltman arrived. Sean Waltman was there.
Yeah, no, I get he was there, but like his ladder match with Eddie Guerrero, like you wouldn't think twice that was an NWO thing. You just thought it was a fucking great match against
Tony. Was that NWO sold out?
Yeah, but still, Eddie Guerrero won that match.
But I'm pretty sure that there was outside chicanery, right? If I remember correctly.
Don't think so.
But so I'll tell you this: why I think it's a nail on both levels. Sean Waltman brought that legit like grimy scumbag douchey element to the NWO where Scott Hall kind of had, but like Sean Waltman like was just like, who's this little fucking prick? He's got his two big fucking buddies that'll always watch his back, but he will still have great matches that kind of makes you forget about that while he's in the ring. And I'll tell you this, if it wasn't for how well he was used in WCW and unfortunately he was let go, he would have never had the same impact coming back to WWE. And it was an incredible impact. That promo nailed it. Again, towards the latter of his run with, the X-Pac sucks and the X-Pac heat and all that stuff. That's not on him. That's on everybody else, which I guess you could put in the fail column. But I think for the majority of X-Pac's career, nail both levels.
I think Mizark was the thing to put it over the top for him. I got him nailed on both. Sorry. The left side of the screen, you guys agree?
Yeah, it is.
I think Matt's still deep in thought.
I have very deep. I think the WWF return was nailed it. Because I think that was really, I know after 12 we had Mark Merrow make his debut and Mankind make their debut at WrestleMania. But man, that first WrestleMania that first Raw after WrestleMania where X-Pac comes back is like huge. Hold on, Nelly. Get out of here, Nelly. There we go. My mic was low. Oh man. I'm kind of like 50-50 on the WCW thing. It was great when he came in because like that was like right. He was the 6th member of the NWO. Like it just fit.
6.
Then like
with Ted DiBiase.
I don't know, man. I didn't like the stuff with Flair. He missed
Banana Beak?
He missed like the last year because he was hurt. Can I just call it even?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It's either nailed nor failed. It's somewhere in the middle. I can see how you would go both.
So this was a weird one because it was two different jumps.
Absolutely.
HK, what do you think?
I liked the majority of his in-ring work in WCW, and I love the small, shitty, slimy heel with his with his big buddies. I like that. The only thing I didn't like was how he was brought in, because his first shot, he was just in the crowd, and they went and interviewed him, and the interview was horseshit. He sounded
out of his mind, probably.
Yeah, he sounded miserable. So for that to be the WCW introduction to him, I thought was horrible. They did that miserably. His in-ring work was good. His return to the Federation, I think, is what the majority of people will remember of his work as X-Pac. But most of me says WCW failed. WWE return was nailed.
So
I also didn't like the little video cam. Like he run around that fucking camcorder. I hated that shit.
It was No. Listen, I'll tie a bow on this one before we get to our maybe our last one. Or do you want to? How many more do you guys want to do?
I have one that I would like to throw out.
Okay, so I'll do one and then Matt because we mentioned his name. So, but
wait, did HK get to do one or no?
He just did Xbox.
Oh, that was yours. My bad. Okay, my bad.
So I think a lot of the problem with him going to WCW was the saturation of the NWO. And he was one of the first ones, but then all of a sudden you bring in all these other people and like Sean Waltman is just like there. But I still think he's like a major player. Like if you think of the top like 6 NWO guys of all time, it's Hogan, Hall, Nash. You know, maybe you want to throw Scott Steiner in there. And then it's 6 is in there. Like he's top guy in that group. And he was never a top guy in WWE. So other than maybe his feud with Razor. But we mentioned this guy. So I'll ask you guys, failed it or nailed it with a guy that was brought up. Mark Marrow, Johnny B. Bad, jumping to WWE as the Wild Man. Mark Marrow. Nailed it or failed it?
Fucking nailed it.
Really?
Beat me to the punch, handsome Kevin.
Fucking nailed it.
I was all in on the Wild Man, Mark Marrow. I believe the what he called it, the Shooting Star Press that he did on Goldust. That was the first in your house. That was the first time he ever attempted that as
the Wild thing.
Yes, the Wild thing. I was all in on Mark Marrow, man. I knew he was Johnny B. Bad, but I thought like him coming in as a little, not as a flamboyant character. I took him a little more seriously, and I was fucking rooting for him in that feud with Triple H for the IC title with Mr. Perfect.
Yep. Shows up at WrestleMania, his first appearance at WrestleMania 12.
He was good until Sable showed up.
Or 13. Yeah. Until Sable, he showed up because of Sable. Like Sable was the valet that he protected.
Yeah, it was because then it turned, I hated him as the boxer.
Oh, I love Marvelous Mark.
Yeah.
Great bone cruncher.
Well, didn't he feud with fucking Tom Brady?
He feuded with Sable.
No, but there was a feud and we watched.
Sable power bombed him.
Yes.
And Austin said, "Oh hell no."
Yeah, Tom Brady did try to protect Sable, and he did feud with
Tom fucking Brady.
Very short-lived.
The fake Patriot.
I'm going nailed it. Marvelous Mark Marrow.
Kev?
IC champion. The gimmick change. I'm leaning. I'm like 60-40, but I'm leaning. I didn't hate the run. I love the Mr. Perfect Triple H feud where Mr. Perfect turns on him and we're supposed to get a match with Mr. Perfect, and all of a sudden he goes to WCW. I'm gonna say 60-40, nailed it.
I don't know. There was so much good. You know what? There was so much good at the beginning. I think as we started progressing toward the end, like he was starting to fizzle out, like the shit with Jacqueline and whatnot. It wasn't great.
The stuff with Goldust and Luna with Jacqueline.
And then fucking jobbing to Sable. I mean,
Sable TKO'd that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. And she powerbombed them too. Powerbombed his ass right out of a fucking main event run with Steve Austin. She did. But you know what?
Right on top of Jeff Jarrett.
You know what? Overall, I got to go nailed it. That's yes. Fucking 4 across the board.
Now let me ask you this: if he never transitions into boxing, Mark Marrow, do you think that he does maintain at least an IC status? Because heel Mark Marrow was not very like, he was a great face. Like people could get behind him as a face.
I love the Marvelous Mark Marrow character because it was authentic because he was the Golden Glove guy. So like you kind of knew. And the fact that Sable like outshined him in every aspect of the world and his jealousy of it, like made him like become like this douche. Like I thought Marvelous Mark Marrow had freaking legs like beyond belief.
Sable's the one with the legs.
No, oh yeah, ow! No, I last time something you said there, Kevin, you liked it because it was authentic. Now, what if he showed up as drug dealer Mark Marrow?
Was he a drug dealer?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't know that? Okay. Well,
in WCW, what he was?
no. As Authentic, he was a drug dealer.
Yeah, he's got like a pretty storied past of
Yeah, I didn't know that.
shenanigans.
I'm sure he talks about it in all of his public speaking engagements, but I didn't know that. No.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys know he made an appearance in WCW in 2000?
In the crowd, well, Sable did. I know that.
I know Sable did. Yeah.
She was in the crowd.
He did too. He was in the crowd and he confronted Tank Abbott on the Thunder.
No way.
Did Tank Abbott pull a blade on him and say, "I could fucking kill you"?
Fucking kill you.
April 26, 2000. Find it on the network.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah, sure. That's not going to be hard to find.
It kind of sounds familiar actually now.
Oh my God, he went back to TNA as Johnny B. Bad.
He did. It was awesome.
Holy shit! Nail or fail? TNA, Johnny B. Bad.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Do you want to hear his TNA run? He began
Nailed
wrestling praising his Johnny B. Bad character. He debuted in TNA on an October 2nd episode of Explosion, where he participated as a fan favorite in a tag team match with Russ Rollins against Rod and Bruce Steele. After the match, Bad smashed Jeff Jarrett's guitar on Rollins' head, thus turning into a villain.
Guys, TNA, nailed or failed? Rod and Bruce Steele.
I don't know who those people are. I'm gonna go
exactly. Impaired.
Rod
he was on the
Steele.
first fucking pay-per-view at Victory Road.
I think, God, this is all coming back to me now.
Victory
It was
Road.
an 8-man tag match.
Devils up 2-1.
Dude, listen to this 8-man tag match. The Naturals, Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens, Kid Cash, and Dallas.
That's Lance Archer.
Lance Archer against Pat Kenny, Ron Killings,
Simon Diamond, R-Truth,
Eric Watts,
and
Johnny B. Bad.
And Johnny B. Bad.
His name is Johnny B.
It
Bad.
went under 5 minutes.
Uh-oh. We got more breaking news.
What's Triple H's announcement, Tony? If it's not that, I don't care.
Triple H stated the WWE belts are splitting at Night of Champions as Roman will only be on one show.
Dun, dun, dun.
What in tarnation?
Wait, how does that work if he doesn't lose them?
Right.
Well, whatever show he gets drafted to, he dumps the other one.
Yeah, they're going to take it. They're going to strip him from it.
Strip him.
They're going to strip him from the belt.
Yes. Yes. I'm going to try. You know what? I'm going to go back to trying to get Mark Marrow on the show.
Hit your Matt. Hit your nailed it or failed it, because I know you're enthusiastic. Unless it was Mark Marrow.
No, it's not Mark Marrow. Ravens return to ECW, where he saved Tommy Dreamer, and then they were a tag team champions. Very short-lived because he couldn't go to the WWF. Ravens 1999 return to ECW. Nailed it or failed it?
I will start because I have Raven to WCW on my short list of things, but I loved that return in that moment. I know, Matt, listen, I'm not as ECW diehard as you are, but the feud between Dreamer and Raven was so legendary and so documented, and it was just a feel-good story to me to see Raven just take that belt and just fucking shove it in Dreamer's chest, and then fucking, I think that I'm gonna say nailed it. But you know way better than me, so you're probably gonna spit out a lot of facts. That
Matt, can you jog my memory of the setting of when he came back?
It's the Dudley Boys versus Tommy Dreamer and somebody. It was supposed to be Raven, and then the lights go out. Raven, the lights come back on, and Raven is there.
The Dudley Boys won the tag belts, and they were going to leave for WWE.
Yeah, that's right.
With the belts.
Yeah,
that's
they
right.
beat. So it was the last.
Was it Spike and somebody?
The last show at the Madhouse, the last show at the Queen's Elk Lodge, they beat Balls Mahoney and Spike Dudley for the tag titles. And then Tommy Dreamer says he's not letting them leave with the tag titles. So he comes out and he takes them on 2-on-1. And then Raven shows up and saves him, and they win the tag titles.
Loved it.
So I I like that setup. I do. I vaguely remember it.
Oh, so good. It was like the most.
But I remember that
the crowd went nuts.
I remember that moment. You know what I mean? Of him appearing there, and I think just for the fact that I remember that moment and like remembering kind of the setup and the story and all that kind of stuff. I think right in that moment, yeah, I'd probably go nailed it.
And then like Dreamer just being like so confused and so like conflicted, like what? Like what's going on? Like
well, and anything Tommy
good.
Dreamer, anything involving Tommy Dreamer is going to be a nailed it for me.
I won't say everything.
Now, okay, so
screw it up.
That right is a moment, right? His return is the moment. But what about the rest of the run? He was there until Christ,
until he showed up and helped Just Incredible beat Jerry or helped Taz beat Jerry Lawler.
He was there until
sometime in '99, right?
2000.
2000.
Yeah, 2000 Unforgiven.
So I don't remember a whole lot of the rest of the run. How long were they tag champs?
They were tag champs from August to January.
That's a long time.
And they lost the tag titles to the Impact players because they were doing the frenemies. They're frenemies, guys.
Yeah.
And then Tommy ended up teaming with Masato Tanaka, and Raven won the titles again with Mike Awesome as
titles.
I got some titles.
Yeah, you're a wise guy, eh? We got some titles.
And then he lost his last match to Scotty Anton.
Of course he did.
Well,
that's Scotty Riggs to you and me.
I'm going failed it, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, you would know. You know better, but I
Look,
that moment I just loved.
There's a couple things that are wrong with the picture for me. Tommy Dreamer holding a championship.
But didn't he win the world title at some point too?
He did, and he said he never wanted to. And him being teamed up with Raven.
So that had to have been a Heyman idea?
Yeah. Oh, look, again, the crowd loved it, but it was a cool moment. Trust me, I popped for it, but it just doesn't sit well with me 20 years later.
I Matt, that's like one of the YouTube videos that I do go back and like watch because it always just shows up on my YouTube feed. So I do watch that a lot. So it's like goosebumps just thinking about it. Raven showing back up in EC Dub.
What are you trying to do over there, Tony?
More breaking news. And I'm trying to get the image on the screen, but it's fucking coming sideways. Coming.
Oh yeah.
Triple H has introduced a new WWE Championship belt tonight.
Oh.
And I can't get a good image up on it. No, you can zoom it back in.
All right. I'm gonna have to think about this one for a little bit.
It actually looks kind of neat. Like you can't really see it in the picture.
Why does it look so small though?
Well, I mean, it's because
no, I understand that. But...
Hi.
So what's gonna happen with the other belt that they split?
I don't know. I guess
you're
we'll have to
breaking
watch Raw.
Yeah, if you're gonna have breaking news, Tony, I mean, you gotta.
Listen, man, I'm doing what I can on the fly here. I mean, I'm enthralled by this Raven going back to ECW chat. No, I really am. This is the fucking walk my dog segment. Thanks for bringing up old memories, Matt.
Yeah. Fucking 40 minutes ago, he's like, we don't talk about enough old stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, old stuff where the fucking guest almost left the show because of me. Thanks, buddy.
That's jog your fucking memory. Then nail it'll fail it, you motherfucker.
I like the moment. For the moment, I would have nailed it, but the rest of it was caca doo doo, so I failed it.
Caca doo doo. Hansel Kevin.
I think I probably am going. I'm gonna go nailed it.
Attaboy.
Wow, the KJG.
Oh, nailed it. I said, yeah, from the get go.
You guys want the rundown? You want the rundown of what we did tonight?
Let's do it. Because I got now. You know what's so great is I still have like a bucket list of other people now that I still have for next time we do this.
Here's that title you're talking about, Tony.
Thank you very much, handsome
Tatum?
Kevin.
Come on.
Oh, God, just bring back the Winged Eagle belt, please.
They might yet. You never know.
Cody will do it.
That's not bad. That's not a bad.
from that angle, it's not terrible.
And it's got the side removable plates, just like all the modern belts do, so you could put your own gimmicks on there.
It kind of looks like the big gold belt a little bit.
That's what I was thinking. It's kind of a cross between what the current belt and kind of
this is
thing homage to the later belt.
Yeah, this is all Triple H. He loves the big old belt, so
This is all the UFC influence because all the UFC titles just have a UFC logo smack dab in the middle of them.
Well, Matt, the WWE championships was just a giant double W for the last 10 years.
Yeah, they're all going to look like that, though.
This at least has some design on the outside of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for our first edition of Nailed It, Failed It, we've got 4 naileds for the Street Profits. We got 4 fails for Enzo and Cass. Matt recused himself for Ultimo Dragon, but we've got 3 fails for that run. The AOP being called up, 4 fails. Sean Waltman, WCW, 2 naileds, 1 failed, and 1 split, while everyone says he nailed the WWF return. Mark Merrow, 4 naileds in WWE, and Raven to ECW split the boys, 2 naileds and 2 fails.
I tell you what, I love this. I love this gimmick.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I would like to keep it more than just in the rotation because I think there's so much to peel on the onion on this. So it would every few weeks. I would love it. I think it's a great gimmick. Obviously, it depends on what's going on in the actual wrestling world, but loved it.
I dig it, man. I dig it.
And I dig you guys.
Oh,
I dig
Dude,
you.
I'm so glad you joined us tonight, bro. This was a nice little surprise.
So Tony, let me ask you this though: when you showed up when you were on vacation, Matt was furious. He shows up, and you're okay with it.
I'm okay. I was just making sure that it was okay with his lovely wife.
Yeah.
You know,
And I was furious because he came on the show and put a bunch of words in my mouth saying, "Oh, this is where the fuck is Tony? Tony can't do the fucking show." No, those things were not said. Tony's on vacation. He should be enjoying himself, and then he comes on the show. That's what made me furious.
But you also had date night. You should be enjoying yourself. And
Yeah.
your wife's self.
I should be furious.
Yeah.
I got news for you. When I'm not with my wife is when she enjoys herself.
Oh,
She will tell you that too.
I'm just stirring the pot like Angela Dawkins.
poor
I'm
Lopan.
just twisting the drink.
You say Angela Dawkins or Angelo?
Angela Dawkins. Angela Dawkins is a hell of a bartender though, so she works.
And Daryl Dawkins was a hell of a fucking renovator and innovator.
That's right. And Kurt Dawkins was one half of the former WWE Tag Team Champions with Zack Dyder.
Zack Dyder.
Dieter. Oh,
There you go.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to join in.
I'm glad you did too, buddy.
Next week's going to be a rip roar. We got Milwaukee Tom joining us for the Wizards
Ring
Rewind.
of Honor. Oh, Jesus. This fucking hand
A
job.
lot of jaws.
Yeah, ja. Hey, a boat. A boat. Everything's in a boat.
Boot or a boat? So that'll be exciting. I've secured the guest for May 15th.
Uh-oh.
He is one of the founding members of the Bullet Club. He is the Rogue General. He is Bad Luck Fale.
Oh, shit.
So mark your calendars on May 15th, kids. End of the month. Can you beat that champion? Mike Peterson will be in the house. I don't know what the committee has to say about that, but have they decided?
I'll talk to him. We'll figure it out.
Any word yet?
Yeah, the word is the bird. Well, a bird.
The word is the bird.
The bird is the word. Holy shit, dude.
We'll
You can
be back.
fucking see
No
deep in
guests
there.
next week. Milwaukee Tom sitting in on the Wizards Rewind. All the boys will be here. Maybe the Rangers will beat us. Maybe the Devils will be in the second round.
It's 2-1 with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left on my.
Oh, buddy.
We shall see, baby.
Blow that.
Big Rig
horn.
Betty's coming to town.
I want Big Rig Betty here next week.
oh yeah.
Oh, don't we all?
Look, I get anxiety when I send emails because I have to worry about Tony fucking deleting them.
Delete.
And you don't want to delete an email from Big Rig Betty. That's for damn sure.
No, I was like
Yeah.
feverish. I sent a bunch of emails last week, and I was feverishly checking the Wizards' emails because I don't want fucking
T-Don.
Rick Martel in the blindfold over there to fucking delete an email. That's important.
That's right. Yeah, it's a good call. Oh, baby.
I almost shit my pants the other day.
Atta boy.
Almost.
Wouldn't be a Shining Wizards episode if we didn't talk about almost shitting or shitting pants.
Counter is clean. Oh, tomorrow, people.
Oh,
I'm doing that special thing.
what? Touching
Robbie X.
yourself?
Robbie X on YouTube. So if you're listening to this before 1 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon, be sure to join us live on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. We're going to sit down and do an exclusive talk with UK King of the Cruiserweights, Robbie X, who just won the 1PW championship in Britain over the weekend in the UK.
Atta boy.
In Goldberg's hometown, no less.
That's right. Goldberg's huge in London.
Fuck yeah,
Goldberg.
dude. London, Ontario.
London, Ontario. Both Londons.
You think Taya Valkyrie's really Vampiro's kid?
I
No,
100% believe it.
no. She's like 40.
So Vampiro's, what,
55?
65? Is that what we
50,
said?
55.
Hey, listen,
Taya
man.
Valkyrie's not 40.
Guarantee you she is.
Guaranteed?
Yes.
She might be in there. She might be in that wheelhouse.
She might be in there, but she's not 40. She's
39. Ha! Da, 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 da.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I'm 39. I'll be hitting that 40 spot in June.
Good night, Diana.
Oh, this guy.